mic work. Nigga barked in the mic to check.
What's going on, guys? We'll get this thing popping and try our best to cover this game. Lakers take a loss tonight to the Phoenix Suns on the road. 123-113 is your final from Phoenix. Really, really, really bad loss. I don't think there's any way to slice it. You had to get this game. They had no Eric Gordon and no Bradley Beal tonight. In this one, we always complain about injury luck. Every single game, players come back for the Lakers. Players heal up for the Lakers. That didn't really happen tonight for anyone substantial, and they had a wire to wire win over you. Really just inexcusable shit tonight, and there's really nowhere else to turn other than Anthony Davis tonight. The stat line will fool you: 22 points for Anthony Davis, 14 rebounds, 5 stocks, but he was not up to par what we're used to seeing uh, from the jump at all. Picked it up late in the fourth quarter with some scoring, and that scoring wasn't even in the paint. I think beyond the numbers, the disappointing thing is you got thoroughly outplayed by your matchup. And some Laker fans are trying to claim you as an MVP, or you're having the best season in your career and having a generational season, and we're wasting it because the team is failing you. And for one of the rare nights, this happens, and it's not like you got outplayed by any all-star caliber player, any all NBA player. You got outplayed by Yusuf Nurkic, who had 18 points and 22 rebounds on you. The physicality, the aggression. I wasn't even watching jump shots go up. I was watching where AD was at the paint. Nurkic is known for his rebounding, but that's absolutely no excuse to get outplayed by Yusuf Nurkic. We need your impact. We need your production to have a baseline of where the Lakers are going to go. And we've been boasting about your phenomenal season and why we have so much belief that in the playoffs, this team can go far because of how you play on a day in and day out basis. Nobody's saying you're not allowed to have a stinker, but it's time and place of when it comes. We were 2.5 games back of Phoenix. Now we're 3.5 games back of the 8th seed with 23 more games to go. Like I said last space, the losses hurt infinitely more than the wins we're gonna get in these last 23 games. Every single loss you take is a step back. And tonight, I don't know where else you could go. We are gonna go other places, but it starts with Anthony Davis and honestly mostly ends there. 41 minutes, 22 points, just no aggression, getting dominated by Yusuf Nurkic, shooting middies all the time, floaters, all this type of stuff. Letting the defensive awareness was not there tonight. Your guys didn't have your back, and it was simply that. I don't know what excuses we can make. I saw someone say, "Oh, he didn't play. He got early foul trouble, so that's why he couldn't get the shot attempts up." Bro, he led the entire game. Nobody in the game had more minutes than Anthony Davis with 41 minutes tonight. We get bitched and complained about. You guys just hate Austin Reeves. You guys hate Rui. All this type of stuff. We're not stupid. We're not blind. We can do the same thing to the Stars as well. The Stars don't always get a pass either. So I'm just disappointed in AD's performance tonight. And the worst part about it is two things. One, we're going to hear the "I need to be better" quote in approximately 6 minutes. Approximately 6 minutes. The game ended a little bit ago. That's probably going to be the first quote from Mike that we're going to get. "I need to be better. This one's on me. This one's my fault. I let my guys down." Whatever bingo card you want to place. And we're just supposed to be 3.5 games back of 8th place just because of that. And the second thing is, and Rome brought this up and he can elaborate, but everyone on the timeline want to do a career evaluation and completely diminish the type of season and the type of player Anthony Davis is based on today, which is brutally unfair. Brutally unfair because everyone just has amnesia to the stat lines and the production and the types of games he's had all season. So it's going to happen, but y'all are casuals, I swear to God. So that's going to be really disappointing too, because up here, I know us four can acknowledge two things can be true. that this particular game was on Anthony Davis, but that doesn't take away from the incredible season Anthony Davis has and is having, and should have no reflection on Anthony Davis's fucking Hall of Fame status or career at all. So I was I was disappointed with that because of the standings, and it just fucking blows. It's not cool at all. D'Angelo Russell really didn't score in the second half. So much for the hype he got in the first half. We thought he was on a heater. 37 minutes tonight, went ghost. Austin Reeves, 14 points, 4 and 4, 5 of 12 shooting, another untouchable with a fantastic performance. Rui Hachimura, 2 points in the second half, 4 rebounds total in 26 minutes. Fantastic performance by another untouchable. So, glad we get to sing their praises against the Spurs from these stand accounts because we were quiet about it. No one's going to say shit about how Rui Hachimura performed against Jeremy Sochan and the San Antonio Spurs, but they'll say something now in a game we actually fucking need against a team that's ahead of us. I wonder why that logic fucking works. I wonder, now they're cribbing about Rui. Now they're bitching about Rui. I wonder why we're bitching about Rui in a game we actually fucking need. So go do that fucking stand math for your role players right there and come back to me. So Lakers drop this one. We have 2 days off to sit on this loss. And then we get rewarded with the matchup with the Los Angeles Clippers on Wednesday. Lakers drop to 31 and 28, still in ninth place. Warriors take on the Nuggets tonight. Jamal Murray and KCP are questionable, so Warriors could take that one. We have 2 more losses than the Warriors, and we have 1 more win than the Warriors if they win tonight. So percentage points, they're gaining up on us, but we have at this moment more losses than the Warriors. So at major risk of going down to 10th place in the Western Conference. So, Rui 13 and 4. LeBron finishes with 28, 12 and 7. Anthony Davis 22, 14, 5 stocks. Austin Reeves 14 and 4. D'Angelo Russell 20.7 assists, 3 rebounds. Taurean Prince 8 points. Spencer Dinwiddie absolutely awful, 3 points. Max Christie gets 5 minutes tonight for no reason. Kevin Durant, 22, 7 and 5. Grayson Allen had 24 points with 6 threes tonight. Devin Booker finishes with 21, 9 and 3. Royce O'Neal in the start, 20 points, 10 rebounds himself. Wow. 4 assists. Yusuf Nurkic, 18, 22, 7 assists on 58% shooting. 123, 113 is your final. We'll get quotes out for you soon. I'll give it to
Because Golden State is playing, but at the moment we are the 10th seed right now.
Oh, okay.
That can change if they lose. They play Denver tonight, but right now we are the 10th seed.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Currently 10th seed. It's on Rome, and then it'll be on Zay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, it is what it is at this point. Like, I'll just start by saying this. Anthony Davis lost you this game. I'm just going to, like, that's where I'm going to start. I don't want to hear any of the justification about what the nigga's role is defensively or what the nigga did in the first quarter and foul trouble and all that. And you lose the game when the nigga that's supposed to be the best player on your team literally takes until the fourth quarter to actually have any semblance of life. Like, I don't even know if the nigga took 5 layups today. Just constant fucking mid-range shot after mid-range shot. You would have thought this nigga Nurk was fucking Hakeem Olajuwon the way this nigga did not want to test him at the rim. It's just insane. The fucking polar opposite of play you see from a nigga like AD tonight. Bro, I watched this nigga dominate all year. Nurkic in front of you, all of a sudden nigga forget how to play basketball. Like, it's just fucking insane with him, bro. Like, and it's worse because this is probably the most important game of the year just in regards to, like, seeding and where the Suns are. Suns are just on a back-to-back losses, bro. Like, you really could have put some pressure on that team, and you just gave them more cushion to pull away from you, bro. And, like, I don't know how AD doesn't take that personal, especially in a game where I thought LeBron really wanted. Felt like LeBron was playing his fucking ass off. I don't know. Like, looked like LeBron was like, yo, we kind of really fucking need this game, and I'm gonna play like we need this fucking game. And, like, his partner just didn't follow suit. It's tough, bro. Like, it's tough. And, like, you know, whether or not he's the main reason we lost the game, these other niggas need to be talked about. I'm sorry, bro. These other niggas need to be talked about. How many times we gonna just be cool with Austin Reeves giving you 14 points in a game? How many fucking times? How many fucking times, bro? Seriously. All the fucking talk about this kid, bro. How many fucking times are we just gonna be okay with this nigga giving you inefficient 14 pieces, bro? What the fuck, bro? Y'all don't get sick of that? Bro, I make fucking parlays. Every time I see this nigga turnover prop, I take it every time. Like, I take it every fucking time.
I swear to God.
I cashed on Austin
Every
turnovers.
fucking time.
Literally, that shit turned green in the
I
first
take it
quarter,
every
dog.
fucking time.
First quarter, guess.
Like, bro, this shit hits in the first half. Like, this nigga Austin, bro. I just want niggas to remember, bro, going into the season, this was the third best player on this team, third most impactful, third most important. We go nowhere if Austin Reeves doesn't help us go to where we need to go. I just want to know every single motherfucker in this space felt that way. Everyone. Everyone. Every single one of you motherfuckers said, yo, we go where Austin Reeves goes. He's the X Factor. He's the guy. He's him. He's stamped. But then we sit here and scratch our heads and wonder why they were the fucking 10th seed. And then you look at this nigga's production from night to night. That doesn't resonate with anyone? Same nigga that gets fucking held off in trade talks for the last 2 fucking years. Same guy. Can't let this guy go. Bro, he's just too valuable. I just wish we saw the value a little bit more, bro. From a game-to-game basis. I don't even want to bury the kid. I like Austin. But Jesus Christ, how many fucking times are we going to see this? I just watched the other nigga on the other side, Grayson Allen, who's supposed to be a much worse player than you. Bro, 24? Royce O'Neal, much worse player than you. 20? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't get it with him, bro. It's like feast or famine. I don't fucking get it, bro. I just don't understand it with him, bro. I don't, bro. D'Angelo Russell. I'm singing this dude's praises first half, bro. I'm telling motherfuckers to shut the fuck up about D'Lo. I'm saying all this good shit about D'Lo. You know how D'Lo rewards me? He gives me 2 fucking points in the second half of this game. I'm sitting here fucking killing AD, calling him everything but his name. And D'Lo gives me a 2-point fucking second half? 2. Nigga, you played 37 minutes. 2-point second half. Rui Hachimura. 2-point second half. 4 rebounds. Remember the rebound talk? 4 rebounds. Why does Royce O'Neal have 10 fucking rebounds to Rui Hachimura's 4? Can anybody answer that question? What physically imposing thing does Royce O'Neal have over Rui Hachimura? I just want to know. I just want to know.
You're American.
Like, this be my thing, bro. Like, we talk about all these fucking players when they fucking don't show up, bro. And when it's these important games that you have to fucking win, and you see these niggas, how do you not have a little bit of rage? How does this not piss you off? How does AD giving you 22 points, the fakest 22 I ever fucking seen, while Nurkic gives you almost a fucking triple-double, 18, 22, and 7. How does that not just fill y'all niggas with rage? When you're the 10th seed, your season might be over because of a loss like this, bro. This is how niggas lose, this is how you lose your seeding opportunity. How does Austin Reeves getting outplayed by Grayson Allen not fill y'all with rage? How does Royce O'Neal outplaying Rui not fill y'all with rage? How does D'Angelo Russell giving you 2 fucking points after an 18-point first half not fill y'all with rage? I'm watching this nigga Braun on the sideline get his fucking ankle treated during the game. The same niggas that sit here calling the nigga everything under the fucking sun about this nigga missing games. Clearly hurt. Clearly not 100%. Best player on the floor tonight. Only nigga that I was like, oh yeah, bro, you want to win this game really bad, don't you? The only one. The only one. Same nigga y'all shit on. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever. This is not a serious fucking team, bro. Like, it's just not. You have 23 fucking games left. You're 3 games over. Perfect opportunity to win this game. Perfect opportunity. Just squandered it. For what? You can't even give an actual reason why we lost the game that was, like, not the Lakers' fault. Spencer fucking Dinwiddie. What the fuck? Cannot find this nigga. Cannot find him. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Worst thing of all. Max Christie got 5 minutes today, nigga. He got into the game. Highest plus minus on the fucking team. In 5 minutes. Doesn't get back into the game. what? It's just all fucked up, bro. It's just all fucked up. But when I ask niggas, yo, what's the viability of these role players being sustainable with their production? I get called the bad guy. I'm in the wrong for questioning that. So it is what it is, bro. We're just gonna watch this season. We're gonna go game by game. We're gonna hope for the best. But the reality is, this is a playing team. Niggas aren't getting out the play-in. All that little rah-rah shit about these niggas trying to get the 6th seed, trying to get this. That's not happening. It's not happening. Maybe you can get the 8th, hopefully. Shit. But this is a playing team at best. And we're just going to have to see what happens. That's just kind of where we're at. So the quicker we all accept that, the quicker we could just kind of just understand, all right, whatever, bro. Game-to-game basis, these niggas, we know what these niggas are. It is what it is. So whatever, bro. It is what it is. Good fucking luck against the Clippers, man.
Yeah, bro. Really alarming quote. No one's surprised by Darvin. It's like he's one of us, our biggest fucking hater. Darvin Ham on the Lakers' slow start. You can't give a 45-point quarters, or you're going to be playing from behind the 8 ball the rest of the way. Take some ownership in that, bro. He added the Lakers' inability to defend without fouling and hurt them, bro. I hear all coaches talking about we and shit, but not with this guy, bro. And then Anthony Davis talked about Darvin talked about Anthony Davis's early foul trouble altered the Lakers' rotation, which is part of the why Max Christie didn't get any first half minutes. If you're taking a starter out, wouldn't that mean a bench guy would come in earlier?
Hayes played 5 minutes, by the way.
Hayes played 5 minutes. I don't understand. Max Christie in a fucking 10-point loss the whole way through was the only positive on the team and made an impact when he checked in the second half. Everyone's scratching their head why Max didn't play. And your decisions, multiple occasions throughout the first half and second, to trap Booker at fucking half court, making our guys scramble when we're already shitty on the perimeter defensively. Why was that a solid game plan? Again, that's how Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen combined for 44 fucking points. That was the game plan. So it's a shitty Darvin game as well, dude. It's just terrible. Zay, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
The niggas telling us, bro, niggas was fighting niggas down on the TL. Listen, this was a nasty TL game all around from start to finish.
Oh my god, it's disgusting.
This is maybe one of the more nastier
Y'all
games.
still scroll the timeline?
I know. For my mental health, I really should stop doing that dumb shit. But from just start to finish, comedy. It stems back too from other shit like Royce O'Neal giving you, that's a season high too, 20 points from Royce O'Neal. 20, 10, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block. This is the nigga that said it wouldn't move a needle for it. Niggas like this giving 20, 10, 4 steals, or 4 assists, 2 steals, a block, and DeJounte Murray wouldn't move the needle. When Royce O'Neal is giving niggas 20 points, like, what are we talking about? What are we saying? This is Royce O'Neal playing with Booker and...
They said he's marginal at best.
Yeah, this is Royce O'Neal playing with Booker and Durant. Not even Booker, Durant, Beal. Beal ain't playing right now. Like, okay, sure. He gave you Bradley Beal production tonight for 3 second-round picks. Okay, great. He actually outscored every Laker that's not LeBron or AD. He was one missed 3 away from outscoring every Laker that's not LeBron. So, like, he almost outscored everything. Like,
don't even give AD props for that fake-ass 22. That is the fakest shit I've seen in my fucking life.
I think he scored like 10 in the fourth quarter and 10
in the fourth quarter.
In the third quarter, too. Something like that. But
AD had 14 in my eyes, dude. That was so
yeah, man. A very nasty game. Something that really, and this is injury related as well as just niggas not playing well, as well as coaching. But when you go look at the box score and then you look at the starters, like all the starter scoring, you're like, bro, that's a lot of points. And then you really do the math and you're like, bro, the starters scored 97 points in the game. We got 16 points from the bench. 16. Like, I mean, and that's been a theme since you move Rui to the starting lineup, is where we're really not getting bench points. Like, Torian, the only nigga who even scored over 5 points off the bench. He had 8 points. Everybody else, and Torian was even bad too. He's 3 for 10 from the field. But Dinwiddie, 3 points. Was Dinwiddie, bro? Like, I don't know. Niggas was saying the Spencer Dinwiddie is ass niggas, man. You go ahead and take your victory. Like, man, this nigga's terrible, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know. This nigga's awful on a minimum. Like, imagine if we actually traded for the nigga when he was making a real time, when he was making like 16 million. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Shout out to the Lord for preventing that. I know that wasn't Rob's doing. That was God. Jesus, because Spencer Dinwiddie's terrible. Like, ass. I don't know when this is going to get shaken out of it, but terrible. Max Spencer Dinwiddie's points in 5 minutes, bro. The nigga Spencer played 24 minutes. Like, oh my God. 5 minutes and 1 shot attempt. Or Max took 2 shot attempts. Like, this nigga sucks, man. I really don't get it. I don't get why he's this bad nowadays, but the offense in this game, bro, the offensive rebounds, like, that literally, and I said it at halftime, bro. You clean up the offensive rebounds, and the open threes, and you'll win the game. And you did 0 of those things. And of course, you lost the game because you couldn't stop either one of those. Like, Phoenix shot 43. Number one, you letting Phoenix shoot 43s. Like, you're letting them attempt 43s. Like, it's too much. Especially for niggas like that are cashing threes the whole game. Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen. We gave Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen 20 points apiece. 20 apiece, bro. 24 for... Bro, AD got outscored by Grayson Allen. Jesus Christ.
Anthony Davis got outscored by Grayson Allen, dog.
Filthy shit right there. Filthy. Like, our niggas, too, we took... Oh, my God. This game... I can really rant on this game for a while. I'm really going to be so unstructured with this. We don't ever talk about the refs because fuck the refs is whatever. The refereeing was terrible. We took 8 free throws in this game. 8! I'm pretty sure that has to be some sort of season low, if not the season low. And it probably isn't even close. 8?
Is this the first time in the year AD literally got 0 free throws? The nigga didn't go to the line once.
AD didn't attempt 1 free throw. LeBron is the only player who attempted more than 2, and he only attempted 4. Everybody else, 2 free throws or less. Like, foul, and Phoenix had, 20? Bro, they was dick riding. I'm not gonna lie. The rest was doing a lot. They was doing a lot for KD, for Booker, for Nurkic especially. Like, that's not why we lost, but still, it was still nasty. The biggest reason, like Rome said, like, everybody I'm sure is gonna get up here and say, bro, AD, this obviously, like Shub said, bro, this doesn't take away from what the nigga's done on the season. You can call out a nigga for having a bad game, but off the strength of Nurkic having 18, 22, and 7, he almost had a 20 triple double. Off of that,
Stop, bro.
bro.
Literally.
I'm gonna puke.
Shit on him, bro.
I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna hurl.
This
on
nigga
Cotton
almost had a
Dry.
Wilt Chamberlain stat line in the game.
Like, he could have did the
Tremendous.
two small shit he was doing to Draymond to AD easily. That would have been
Absolutely.
fine.
Like, what a filthy game from Anthony Davis. And that's why this shit was crazy too. You really, especially in the second half too, because D'Lo I think scored like 2 points in the second half. You got awful games from damn near every player. That I said LeBron. I mean, Rui with only 4 rebounds. Austin was 5 of 12. AD, of course. D'Lo only scored 2 points in the second half. Torian Prince is Torian Prince. Spencer Dinwiddie at this point is Spencer Dinwiddie. This is really a really bad loss. Like, this is one of those that, I mean, you're trying to getting up to 6 when you lose one of these is going to be really obviously because Phoenix is the 6th seed, right? One of these seeds that we're trying to get to. Like, you lose this game, even though we got the tiebreaker still over these niggas because we played them 5 times. It's just tough. You got to knock them down. Like, they're 10 or 11 games over 500 now, and we're like 3 now. That's a tough loss, man. Tough loss.
Zay, if we could have cut the gap to a game and a half behind Phoenix with so much movement with the Pels and the Mavs or whatever, like, that is like encouraging, bro. But we're 3.5 games back. Like, that is,
it's
like,
tough.
you're asking for a losing streak and going on a winning streak. Like, that's literally what
it's
it
tough.
is.
And there's no bail, but the injury shit is just outrageous right now. Like,
Yeah, it's catching up.
We
to
don't
us.
have Christian
That's
Wood.
fair.
We don't have Vanderbilt. We don't have Cam Reddish. Gabe Vincent hasn't played all year. And then a nigga who doesn't even play, who's not even technically a part of the team that we're going to plan to use, fractures. What do you have? A fractured wrist, and he's out for 2 weeks. And Colin Castleton, which is just, at this point, this shit is just comedy, bro. How does a nigga who doesn't even play get a major injury, who's not even technically on the real team? Like, it's crazy. It's tough, bro. With those niggas, we're really gonna struggle bench points wise, but like, that's where we need a nigga like Spencer Dinwiddie. Bro, you started for most of the year and averaged. I know the percentages were terrible, and I know you're in a completely different role, but bro, you can't be averaging 2 points a game on a team that off the bench needs scoring. Come on, bro. Like, we have to be for real. Tough loss.
Tough loss, and the only way to go from here is up, and they're gonna try to.
I don't even think this nigga has 10 combined points in his last 3 games. Like, this nigga has been
There's
fucking
no way.
ass.
I would bet $1,000
Oh,
he don't got 10 points in the last 3 games total.
Like, Jesus Christ, I didn't
We
know
talking
he was
Spence?
that.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
way.
bro.
Yeah.
And then
we were
to
gassing the assists. We thought he was gonna.
make matters
That's
worse,
not happening either.
we got the Clippers next on Wednesday. Now, the only positive of that is that we get 2 days off. That game is not until Wednesday, so you got some time to rest up a little bit. But man, I'm not saying we're gonna lose, but it's tough. We'll see.
Zay,
If
Zay,
Harden, it depends on Harden plays. It doesn't.
Non-factor. Zay, we appreciate it, dog. We're gonna keep moving. James, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, is my mic working?
No.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's working.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Y'all kept it surprisingly light, bro. Like, I'm dead ass fucking heated, and it's not even about the game per se. I mean, the game was fucking horrible. It's just the bullshit niggas was telling us in our spaces and on the TL about how these role players are not the needle movers, and I keep fucking telling niggas the needle movers on your team are the fucking superstars. You get role players to fill the gaps around them so they don't have to fucking do everything. Like, this shit is ticking me off just thinking about it. Oh my God, this nigga just had 20 and 10. Like, I can't fucking believe what I watched, dog. 2 role players 3 gave us damn near 20 and 10. 3 of them. We didn't need, dog, if Beal played tonight, we probably lose this shit by 40. This shit is, oh my. Why should Rob give up assets to trade for role players who aren't going to change the course of the season?
Tax, man.
Dog.
This
nigga has 5
It's the Lakers tax, bro. Stop. Why we
It's
overpay?
real.
5 second-round picks have been dying in this nigga pocket for fucking a year now. 5 second-round picks. We buy second-round picks every year. But somehow we can't use that shit at the trade deadline to add a fucking wing when 2 of them are hurt on this team. We are guarding Devin Booker with Austin Reeves. Do you niggas not understand that? But somehow we're casuals for thinking Pelinka should go because he should go get a fucking wing on the market. Suns got this nigga for 3 second-round picks. And in addition to that, Ball has become an NBA player. And they just added Thaddeus Young for fun. It's not even like Thaddeus is a good player, but just adding a wing body on the fucking team in case of injuries is a fucking plus. But you niggas sit on this app all fucking day making excuses for this front office, thinking that confirms your Laker fandom. I'm a real Laker fan because I'm defending Pelinka all fucking day on this app. Just making excuses. All the fucking Bell. This is why I created the term. Well, I ain't created the term, but I pioneered it on this app, dog. Oh my God. The Bell niggas throw. Like, bro, I swear to God, it's okay to hold a nigga accountable for a game, dog. It's not gonna kill your fandom. If LeBron plays ass, I swear to God, I can call that nigga garbage. Will y'all think I'm not a LeBron fan tomorrow? No. I promise you, it's okay to hold your favorites accountable, bro. It's not gonna hurt you. You're still a fan. The shit I'm seeing on the TL is nasty shit, bro. AD was the best player from start to finish in this game.
What?
Are you niggas retarded? This is not troll shit. I can understand the bot accounts trolling. This is not a troll shit. Niggas said, oh my God, bro. I'm not, bro. To the game, dog. Yeah, the AD foul trouble. It's kind of been a thing to start games. The past couple games, like AD, you have to understand if you have one foul, bro, you can't be reaching down on the guard or trying to block a 3-point shooter, like. Because with Christian Wood not playing, bro, we only have one other big, and that's Jackson Hayes. So we need you on the court, bro. And when AD picks up 2 fouls, what people are not realizing is even him staying on the court, his aggression level will go down because he's not trying to pick up the 3rd foul on both ends. So he's not gonna aggressively chase a block. He's not gonna aggressively try to attack offensively in fear of getting a charge. So you can't. Yes, he's staying on the court playing these minutes, but when you get 2 fouls, your aggression level immediately goes down. So the foul trouble shit, I get it. He has to figure that out because it happened versus the Spurs as well when we needed him on the court versus Wemby. So, but to the game, like Rome said, bro, when AD doesn't take 0 free throws, that's telling of how he played in that game. Like AD is a nigga that sleepwalks to 8 or 9 attempts, bro. He may not be averaging that on the season, but when AD is ultra aggressive, he gets to the free throw line. He had 0 tonight. I can only call one play where AD attacked Nurkic off the dribble to the rim. And that was in the second half where he drove right. Other than that, it was just jumpers. Was Nurkic daring him? Yes, but you can't take the dare. Attack the open space. This nigga cannot fucking guard you, bro. I watched Draymond go through this nigga chest and get a bucket. Draymond can't even hold a candle to AD offensively. So there was no excuses why you weren't attacking Nurkic all night. People gonna bring up the 4th quarter. Yeah, he woke up. He started making the jumpers. But was he being ultra aggressive? I don't think so. And I feel like that's an issue. But that's just strictly to this game. This has nothing to do about AD's season. I think he's been elite this year. No one is even questioning AD what he's done this year. He's been a great player. But the fact that you niggas can't hold one fucking game accountable that he played bad in, it's fucking
pathetic,
ridiculous.
bro. Honestly, it's fucking pathetic.
Y'all spend the niggas that spend all day on this app shitting on stan culture, but you move like stans yourself because you're incapable of holding your favorites accountable. That's stan behavior.
Clip that.
Like,
share, get on it.
Like those type of fans are like the worst to me. Like, oh my God, you Bron stans out here couldn't wait for AD to have a game, bro. It's not just Bron fans that are shitting on him for this game. I would hope Laker fans could hold him accountable as well. Me holding Eddie accountable right now has nothing to do with this season. Because if the nigga dominates this game, I would say that shit. It's okay to hold these niggas accountable. I promise you, if Bron was ass out here tonight, like Bron versus Denver, 4th quarter, he had a horrible 4th quarter. I promise you, we was on here saying he had a bad 4th quarter. Did that affect my Bron fandom? Nigga, no. Like, y'all niggas be taking this shit too seriously. You're moving like stands, the same stands you try to kill on this app every day. It's the funniest shit to me right now that's going on in the TL right now. But
put some names on it?
But aside from AD, I'll never put a loss on one person. I'll never put a loss on one person, bro, because I watched Austin Reeves today. Grayson Allen and Royce hit a key three. Reeves open for three. Fucking brick. Like, this is the story of our season. The timely threes. Shub be saying that shit all the time. A nigga will be 4 of 6 from 3 in the game, but that timely one that you needed, where it was a 5-point game, we could cut this shit to 2, and because you missed it, they ballooned the lead back to 11. Those were the threes that hurt the most, bro. So, niggas don't look at Reeves' stat line. He had 14 points. 3 other guys scored 20. I think he contributed well. No, he didn't. That same turnover prop that Rome took, I had it on my ticket as well. That nigga cashed that shit by the fucking second
All
quarter.
3 of us cashed Austin Reeves turnovers 1.5.
So,
Thank you, bud.
like, come
All
on,
3 of
bro.
us took that prop.
Appreciate it, bro.
And
Like,
guys.
literally. So, it's just, Zay was right, dog. I can rant about this. I know we got other speakers to go to. I can deadass rant about this shit for an hour, dog. This shit, the different parts of this game that we're discussing. I watched Taurean Prince dribble, sidestep, step back 3, over ball, who was like 7'5". This shit didn't even reach the rim, dog. AD was on the court. Like, oh my God, the shit niggas do on this team, bro. I'm watching you look AD off so you could take a step back 3. Who are you niggas? Dinwiddie, 26 minutes? While Christie played 5? I get the whole Christie Reddish narratives. I do not want Dinwiddie playing 15 more minutes than that, man, when he's ass. This nigga's still in the game in the 4th, I think, clanking corner 3s. I'm like, dog, is anybody going to be at the table to sub this nigga out? Like, what the fuck are we doing? 5 minutes? Didn't Christie hit a 3? Like, dog, what the fuck we be doing as a team? And the shit is so frustrating because you could have been 1.5 game back of Phoenix right now. This loss dead ass kicks you down to like 4 games back of these niggas. You have to hope Phoenix loses 4 games that you win on that same night just for you to catch up on these niggas. These teams in the West are too good. We gotta hope the Kings fall now. I hate watching other teams hoping they lose, bro. We did this shit all last year. I'm not trying to do it again. Watching these other teams, oh my God. I'm hoping Wizards could somehow steal a win over Kings on this random Wednesday night. I'm not doing that shit again this season, dog. Whatever happens this season, happens. I'm not watching these other bum-ass teams praying they do our jobs for us. We got 20 games left. We control our own destiny, but you keep losing. Now you're putting our faith in the hands of these other teams. So it's just nasty shit. We gotta hope the fucking Denver Nuggets don't bullshit tonight to beat the Warriors so we could somehow keep this 9th seed. Because these niggas about to pass us. So it's just the same bullshit every year. Just a horrible loss, dog. Like, shout out Bron. He stepped up. Like, Bron had a great game tonight. And you would think niggas would think that Bron fans are somehow happy that we get the victory lap. Bron had a good game and AD did it. No one gives a fuck. We lost. I don't have to get up here as a Bron fan and say, man, Bron did his job tonight. AD didn't. Like, I don't get satisfaction out of AD having a bad game and we lose.
That's
We accomplished nothing.
Bro.
Like, bro, we accomplished nothing from Bron out playing AD. No one's on the TL saying, yup, it's Bron's team. Like, dog, no one cares.
James, they dead ass think we go happy, like, to sleep at night that Austin Reeves had a bad night. Like, that makes us happy to see.
Now we get the trophy.
Nigga, we lost.
Like, nigga, no.
Like, we lost.
Bro.
Oh my God, it's Bron's team. Like,
oh my
look
God,
at how Bron played them. He outplayed AD.
Yeah. Like, no, bro.
Okay, it's this guy's team. This team is the fucking 10th seed. So please keep victory lapping whose team is fucking is, bro. We are losing regardless. How about you focus on these role players that I stay throwing bail for on the fucking TL every night? Royce O'Neal had 20 and 10. I can't even think of the last 20 and 10 Rui had. Did he drop 33 on Utah? Yes. Can you give us 10 rebounds? I swear to God, that's more impressive than 30 points. The game Rui has 10 rebounds, maybe he's already done it and I missed it. I'll be more impressed than you dropping 40. I swear to God I would. Because you are a 6'9" wing that somehow seems incapable of grabbing 6 rebounds. We even switched Bron onto KD in that third quarter. Bron was guarding KD damn near the whole quarter. That means you're on Royce O'Neal. Why is he out rebounding you? Like, come on, dog. It's just bullshit from these role players. D-Lo, these fading left, fading right threes, bro. I get it, you on fire, bro, but at some point your jumper is not working. Can you try to get downhill?
Hey James, I hate to interrupt you. Rui Hachimura has not had 10 rebounds in
I
any
just
game
looked it
this
up.
season.
Duke Nation, thank you. He has not had 10
Gee.
rebounds. His season
He
high
hasn't
in
had
rebounds
10
is
rebounds as a Laker ever, bro. I don't think.
Yeah.
The most rebounds
Eight
the
this
most
season.
rebounds.
He had 12 last year. My fault. He had 12
eight rebounds, season high for Rui in rebounds. Go ahead.
He had 12 last year in April. So that's it.
Like, bro, if a guy like Vandal didn't have rebounds, I'd understand because he's your POA defender. He's at the top of the key. So those type of guys, like McDaniels, is not a great rebounder, and from Minnesota, because those guys are primarily guarding at the top of the key. That ain't Rui. You're not our POA defender. What is your excuse that you can't get boards? Because Royce O'Neal got 10 of them. Nurkic got 22. It ain't just AD on the glass, bro. He had 14. Where the rest of you niggas at? Like, so I don't know, bro. It's just disgusting loss. I'm clearly frustrated about it. But it's been the story of the season, bro. Like, and all this shit is deflecting off of Darvin. Because I thought he had a horrible game.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
I thought Darvin was fucking awful.
Without a doubt.
Starting with the Max Christie Dinwiddie shit. And then constantly closing quarters with Bron and AD on the bench. This is becoming a fucking trend, dog. It's fucking awful. Like, bro, you're sitting AD down with 2 minutes. I'm sure he can get those last 2 minutes off, bro, because we bring Bron in the second quarter. But KD and Booker are on the bench, and you sit Bron and AD when you could make a dent in the lead within that time span? Like, those are the dumb shit that Darvin does that just pisses me the fuck off.
James, this nigga had a lineup in the fourth quarter, by the way.
Yeah, bring that up.
Spencer Dinwiddie, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and Taurean Prince at the
4
with Anthony Davis out there. Like, that was the only time in this game I actually felt bad for AD. Like, I did not expect anything from AD because what the fuck is this lineup?
And I'm gonna post a Twitter Jumbotron because I literally tweeted out last game because we did it versus the Spurs. Wemby is on the court and we got Taurean Prince at the 4. Nigga, Rui is right there. He's your big 4 that you play, not Taurean at the 4. Or just play Jackson. Bro, I would dead ass rather you play Jackson Hayes next to AD than watch Taurean Prince at the 4. Because it's fucking suicidal. This nigga doesn't rebound. You play 4s because they help you rebound. That's what LeBron helps AD. That's why you can get away with that shit. You cannot put Taurean as your low man defensively. That's responsible of getting boards, bro. So it's just nasty shit. I've talked enough that you got a lot of speakers, so y'all can move on.
No, well said, dude. This is your platform.
Bro, that nigga,
well said,
James, you know that nigga said, bro, we would lose by 40 without Anthony Davis tonight.
Oh,
nigga, we lost still.
Bro, we lost by 20.
You see the stand logic? Bro, you see the stand logic?
We still lost,
dude. What? The coping is insane.
Well,
if we didn't have AD,
loss,
we lost by 40. How does that make you
if you
feel
remove
better?
one of our best players, like what?
Losers in real life
lose
think
by
like
almost
this,
40
dude.
when Beal played?
Like,
That's interesting that
We lost
said
damn
that.
near by 40 when Beal
Shit,
played.
we were damn near down by 40 in the first quarter.
About, bro.
That quote by AD is
Oh my
interesting.
God.
We live on getting to the line. We attack the basket. We try to live in the paint. Nigga, you did not live in the paint. You did not attack the basket. I don't want to hear that shit, bitch. You literally were shooting fucking middies all fucking game.
Bro.
Where was the fouls? I can't count 5 times the nigga actually got to the rim. Literally. But he is right about the free throws in general. Like, LeBron should got more free throws. Like, I thought Spence actually was getting fouled. They weren't calling shit. Like, there were moments where...
You
like,
got to word it better, too. We live on getting to the line. Come on, bro. You know the narrative against us. What would you say?
The Lakers were horrible.
What?
The Lakers were horrible. The refs were horrible, but we were worse than the refs. I just say that for sure. We were definitely worse than the refs.
And the refs were bad on both sides.
I didn't even bring up refs.
Yeah, them niggas
They
was
got
just
to fire that lady.
Number 6.
Refs foul LeBron James.
In the third quarter, they was just doing
running
shit,
into
bro.
that nigga, bro. Devin Booker sprinted into him, flew off of him, and they called a foul, and they checked to see if it was a clear path. Like, what?
Clear path, bro. We're talking transition, take foul. Or
nigga check to see if a non-foul was a clear path.
Literally, bro.
That's not even regular foul.
Like, bro, do y'all
what the fuck was that?
Goodness.
Like, bro, do you know how crazy that is? We lose all our defenders to injury, and you don't sign or trade for one. That's fucking insane to me.
We lost one of the niggas we should have traded for. We lost.
It would be
the crazier part too is that it's not like we don't know what their injury are. Nigga, they're on the team. You know how severe Vando's injury is. It's not like it's a surprise.
Cam Reddish still ain't back.
You know what it is.
Nigga been out since the 26th.
Vando is currently sitting on the bench in a boot. Niggas don't even talk about
just for this.
Exactly.
in a boot right now.
If Vando don't return the rest of the season, you knew that. We literally nobody else knows but the team. You literally know that.
Literally,
Who had a
you
Budo?
didn't sign a wing, dog.
Without a doubt.
Vando had a boot.
Vando not close.
James, we appreciate that. I actually appreciate that. That was really well said and honestly needed. So keep in mind, we're laughing up here, but the same frustration James kind of shared. We all feel the same way, but we're really just dumb to. We've been doing this for years, so don't get it twisted. We will get to speakers. Appreciate all you guys being patient. We'll get more quotes out for you guys. I'm going to start with Jordan. Haven't seen you in a minute. Jordan, your take on the game and whatever you want to rock with. Go ahead, bro.
What's up, bro? Yeah, I've been off of these niggas as far as speaking on them for real outside of the pregame for a minute. But AD had a side cleared against Nurkic. I believe it was in the third quarter, might have been the fourth. And this nigga jab stepped 3 times and took a midi and missed it. That right there for me negated any of the times he was looked off in the first half, third quarter, fourth quarter, because that was your chance right there. Nigga, you got the ball. And I also hate when he does this, and it's his bread and butter sometimes, so I get it. But sometimes, depending on when in the game it is, I hate when they run the PNR and he does this like little short roll and he shoot that little weak ass floater that he makes a lot of times.
Yeah, the push shot or whatever. Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, sometimes nigga roll all the way hard to the rim, get into the defender's body, make him like play physical basketball.
I'll say what you're thinking, bro. That shot looks pussy as fuck, straight up. Like, go ahead.
Sometimes it doesn't. Like sometimes like he's aggressively taking it, but then sometimes it's just like he just like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Yeah, those moments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he had a few of those. The first couple shots in the third quarter, I think he made the third one. That he took. The first couple in the third quarter were that. Like it was some pussy shit for sure. It's really weird that like, and I think a lot of it's injury, but how you come into the season and you would think that this team's like rebounding and second chance points is this team's bread and butter. And then in the broadcast they say, I might have it reversed, but either way they're like 29th in second chance points and last in offensive rebounding percentage on the season. And then you look at the stats against the 5 matchups against the Suns, and like we've gotten out rebounded on the offensive glass like really badly 3 times, and then the fourth time we got offensive rebounded against them by 2, and then the one time we out rebounded them on offensive glass we like dominated. But 4 out of 5 times we played them this season, they beat us on the offensive glass. You would never expect that in this matchup, especially considering that like size is our main advantage over them. Going to the rim, crashing the glass, physicality. And if you just watch these games when we play them, outside of the one in-season tournament game, for the most part, they play harder than us. Like, they get to all the 50-50 balls first. They come down with all of them. They start the games off better. We turn the ball over on some BS. I think more against this team than really any other team. Sometimes when we play at Golden State, maybe, but like, seems like whenever we go to Phoenix, nigga, we just start on some troll shit as far as the turnovers are concerned.
To your point about starting games, like we've been double digits 3 times versus them already in the first half.
Yeah, and
Literally.
it's like it's always on some exactly. It's always on some troll shit. And I went back and looked. 4 of their threes came off of offensive rebounds tonight. Like I went back and tracked quarter by quarter and looked this shit up. Like those reload threes were killer, and it all came at critical times. Like that's the shit that. Oh my God, he knew every single one of them was going in. I think they were both. I think all 4 were like by Royce and Grayson. I think 2 may have been by Royce and 2 were by Grayson or some shit like that. Some split like that, but it's really interesting to me that quote that was put in the Jumbotron about how AD got in foul trouble, so threw off the rotation, so you couldn't play Christie. Well, then why does Jackson Hayes play 5 minutes if AD's in foul trouble? How does AD get in foul trouble and end up playing more minutes than he's played recently? Like, period. He played 42 minutes tonight. How do you watch your team get offensive rebounded like that all game, and even having trouble on the defensive glass or on the offensive glass ourselves too? Not just not getting the ball when they miss, but not getting a few of our own. How do you watch that and not play Hayes more when AD's with AD? Shit, like. Nothing about Phoenix in the half court scares me. Book and KD are going to score for the most part, or they're not going to score. There's not really much outside of maybe sometimes trapping Book, and he has trouble with that, passing out of that, operating out of that. But for the most part, they're going to score or they're not. Other than that, if you rotate to these other guys and you rebound, you have a pretty good chance of beating them, unless Booker and KD, and then when they have all three, unless some three just go off, or if it's just two of them, that they'll two go off for like 35 plus a piece. You have a pretty good chance of beating them, or at least beating in the game from start to finish. And to not do that, and to just come out with a lack of effort from the beginning of probably the most important game of the season was really weird. And to not lean into playing size and rebounding when you have Max and Hayes, the two of the better rebounders on the team, just sitting there on the bench is really weird as well. It's part of the reason I was worried about signing Spencer Dinwiddie. In theory, it's good, but one, like, we have to hope that the splits, like we were talking about, like he's better when he plays next to a creator versus when he's the primary creator himself. We have to hope that shit comes to fruition here. And then two, part of the reason why he probably came here is he was promised a certain leash, and that shit is playing out. He should be given the same leash as Max, as Torian. Well, not Torian, because he should have a shorter leash too. But all those guys should pretty much have the same leash to where if they're not playing well, you're getting yanked. How many minutes did Torian play tonight? 20-something? 20...
I think he played like 23.
Yeah, 20. He played 27. No, I'm
27.
looking at a different game. Yeah, he played in the 20s. Spencer played in the 20s. Like, there's no reason for that shit not to be more even or even completely reversed in the opposite direction. At no point were they giving you anything that warranted them still being on the court. They're role players. Like, they don't need to have these long leashes. I don't care if they're vets or not. Like, they don't need to have these long leashes. They're not good enough for that. I thought that to be this late in the season and the defensive communication still be this piss poor and it still be making the same old rotation mistakes on defense after trapping somebody or just like on the backside just being lost like we were against Golden State. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, how are you still having communication issue? Like, I see if a guy is just not quick enough to get back into position, or you get beat once or twice, but we're routinely getting beat by other teams, not even running like crazy shit. They didn't even have to go deep into their playback. They're running the most elementary shit. We're missing a rotation. They're getting an open shot, and if they miss it, they're getting an offensive rebound, and they're getting another open shot, and they're making it. Like, that's it. The Suns don't even have to play. Golden State didn't even have to really play basketball. They just have to, like, be there, be around the ball, not be stupid, and you're going to get a good opportunities and not really have to do too much. So it's really, I don't know what has to happen for the defensive communication to be better, but it is what it is at this point. Last thing I'll say, the fast break shit for us is still abysmal. I don't know what Reeves was thinking. He just ran right into D-Book's body on that one for fast break where he turned it over. Like, he just made a beeline right for his chest. Didn't look to get a shot up. Didn't look to see who was around. Just looked and ran right at him. Turned the ball over. And I think that overall, it's a playing team. Like you said at the top of the space, like that's really what it boils down to. I'm just hoping to stay out of the 9-10 shit. But you're 3 games back, so I might start pivoting and thinking about, hey, let's just hope it's Golden State. That's a good matchup for us, even though that's scary. And then hope, somebody like the Kings or some shit like that in the 7-8 loser. You beat them. That's kind of what it's looking like, because you can play really well the rest of the season and still end up 9. Like, you can be 7-8 games over 500 for the rest of the season and legitimately still have a chance to end up 9th place because of the BS that you played for most of the season starting off. So it is what it is at this point. Not really too emotional about it anymore.
Yeah, Jordan, appreciate it. Yeah, getting worked up. Yeah, we gone through it.
That
Every
boy
day.
drinking that Kool-Aid. I hear you over there, bro.
No, I'm drinking this smart water, bro.
Early start today. Everyone's
gotta stay hydrated, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm watching these field goals, bro.
Yeah, dealing with the fucking Lakers.
Much needed, bro.
For sure.
Need a double for that. Yeah, these made field goals, bro. It's yeah, dude. Kevin Durant had 24 points, dog. Like, and no Gordon, no Beal, and just
he sucks.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, how was the guy tonight?
Off night. It's all good. But no, like the defensive miscues.
Very atheist of him.
It's a very like we just shoot ourselves in the foot, and then the quotes are coming out for Darvin to take no responsibility. It's just all worlds of trouble, bro. And it's just like I don't even think we have to be perfect to win games like we've had to be like in years past. But holy Christ, so many things are wrong with the team that are just not going in your favor for us to lose. You're not getting good calls. Your best player arguably like doesn't show up. Your bench has no punch whatsoever. Your untouchables, who you literally were on your knees for to keep, don't show up in the second half. Like, you're not going to win a basketball game, no matter who's injured on the other side, if all these things are working against you. And it's just crazy. Like, the team's just not in sync. We can't get any level of consistency for the last, it's going to be fucking 4 months now. No level of consistency, except ironically from AD, who lost us the game tonight. So it's just funny shit all around, to be honest. I'm gonna go to
the West is crazy, bro. Phoenix is 10 games over 500, and the eighth seed, like, oh my god,
just noticed that.
This is just foul.
It's just disgusting stuff, and yeah, the records above are even better. It's crazy. We're gonna keep it moving. OMT, appreciate you joining us on. I don't know if you caught the game, but
profile picture is outrageous.
Kind of insane, but we're gonna let
go look at the picture.
We pretty much at this point. The fuck? Every time we get into a good team, we fucking in bondage, bro. Like, I'm not even into
put
that
the rose in
shit.
on
But this point, this shit getting kinky.
You said the rose?
I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to tell you niggas the truth like I've been telling you. But we're not doing shit. I don't give a fuck what type of hope that you crybaby ass, very odd parents having ass niggas have, bro. How much your granny making your milk and cookies, rub on your back and tell you it's gonna be all right. It's not gonna be all right. We're not. I don't care about crybaby ass niggas crying about the old nigga or that glass ass big fuck, Big Bird fucking around. He's so racist, bro. I don't get AD, bro. Punish that nigga, man. I just watched Draymond Green punish that nigga. What the fuck? What? Where am I? Where am I, bro? And I wouldn't be mad if I didn't put these niggas on the win margin. I said, man, we can beat these niggas 1-10. I said, no. Put these niggas, don't take the 5 points. Give these niggas 10.5. Fuck it. Cause apparently we can't, like, what are we doing, bro? We're battling the Warriors for fucking, like, the play-in, bro. We doing this shit 3 years straight, man. This shit is one of the, like, I have never watched basketball in such a losing manner. I might as well be a fucking Piston fan. That's how I feel right now. Like, I don't want to just compete. I want to win. I don't want second place. I want to fucking win. I don't care about niggas' aura, they aesthetics, when they clap, they fucking birthdays, they motherfucking commercials, them weak ass fucking shoes that look like New Balances. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If AD got afro braids, I don't care about none of that shit. I watched Torian Prince, bro, take a step back on Bola Bola. I said, what the fuck is this nigga Coach Ham talking? Like, every time they mic that bitch ass bald bitch up and we hear this nigga talk, I just know this nigga, like, nobody take this nigga serious, bro. Like, cuss, say something, bro. Just stop with all that. Yeah. And then we lose. It's excuse after excuse. AD lost his voice. Foul trouble. I had to play Max late. We got a fucking, and I know everybody go through shit. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but we got a homeless man playing on our fucking court. He giving us absolutely fucking nothing. Out there panhandling. I fucking don't give a fuck. I've been watching Spencer Dinwiddie since he been a fucking Piston. The nigga stink. He stink. Every time a nigga get on this motherfucking team and you bitch ass niggas find out he from LA and you're a fucking Kobe fan, you suck his dick. Y'all niggas is weird.
Smoked over your lecture.
I can't stand this shit. I have never been a part of anything like this. And I'm not a rider. I don't just ride waves. Fuck it, Brian. You over here. I liked the fucking Lakers. But I didn't know it was like this. This shit stinky. Sincerely, a rental fan. However the fuck you want to shape me and name me, I don't give a fuck no more. Because I won't be delusional. I tell you that. I'm not going to act like this shit don't stink and I'm just going to smell it and just bask in it. I'm not doing that retarded shit. My Lord. I have had enough with Rui. He can give me 40-point games, 5 games straight. But I bet you he would never give me a double rebound game. I bet you that. I bet you AR, stay in front of your fucking man's challenge. Impossible. Look up when you fucking dribble. Stop the cute shit. Please stop the cute shit. Give the fucking ball up. I don't know who to blame, what to blame, but I will say this. If you niggas want to get a contract for the NBA Lakers, you got to have 2 things. You got to have some type of background of loving California, and you can't be ugly, I guess. Because it don't fucking matter. You can get on this team, and you don't have to, you got to know how to hoop. Get the fuck out of here. You not about to convince me that every time we get one of these niggas on our team, these niggas give us nothing. Nothing. And then they give us something for 3 fucking games where it don't matter or when it ain't in the thick of things. And now we gotta, everybody got their fucking chest out while we steal the bottom of the fucking barrel. Why the fuck are we victory lapping agenda still while we dog shit? Can we all just come to common grounds and say, yo, this shit kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie. After trade deadline, that's what I determined. I was right with Rob. Oh, ain't no marginal moves, yeah. But you go get Spencer Dinwiddie. He's sitting next to you next to game. What the fuck is Spencer Dinwiddie is with our general manager like he the motherfucking answer? He James Worthy or something. Do you retarded ass niggas even look at the optics of things? Or you niggas just ride the wave and say, man, all you guys do is hate nowadays. Man, fuck it, bro. Shut,
And then we chopping
Rome,
next.
James, Zay. It's been nice knowing y'all niggas, man. This shit, if
You about
this
to kill
shit
us?
keeping the lights on, man, I don't know how many more years we got left.
Nigga said it
Because
was nice
if this the
knowing you. God
case,
damn.
niggas just like tuning in to Gumbo and our demise and shit. And then when we win in, we be like, well, okay, well, let's not get too high. And we want to point out little things and somebody snack us on the back of our neck, cheese neck the fuck out of it. Stop talking about us. We're winning right now. But I'm just trying to point out this. It's a little hole right here. No, you guys always complaining. You guys always whining. Loser ass niggas like that, bro. It's whatever, dog. I'm gonna land with this. GG's to the season. I will not be putting the Lakers on another ticket ever again in my life, nigga. Like, them niggas was already off my shit years ago. Years ago. When Russ was on the fucking team. I brung him back. Cause I'm like, well shit, maybe we doing something. But now it's so up in the air, bro. It'd be like, fuck all of it, bro. So y'all niggas enjoy y'all fandom, bro. Keep trying to. I never heard so much bail for an NBA superstar of a generational player. I never heard defense get elaborated so fucking. If that's the case, Ben Wallace in my fucking top 5. If that's all it takes for you bitch ass niggas to drop to your knees and say thank you, Glass Man, more. We got it then. Fuck it. Because that's not the only thing that sucks. 14 points not going to cut it. You retards. We don't have Gobert. We got Anthony fucking Davis. I don't give a fuck if he take 30 shots to get his 27. Do it. Please. Mix in a little bit more rim pressure. Whatever. Stop with the midi. You're not that nigga, bro. Every time you get to playing KD, you want to shoot the mid, bitch. Get your big ass down there, bro, and work. Them niggas not giving you the ball, smack one of them. You a bitch? Smack one of them. Man, this why niggas don't like Shaq, because Shaq say stupid shit, but you gotta do that type of shit. Because when niggas don't respect you, they just don't respect you. You have to get in them niggas' ass. Pause, bro. You have to. Somebody got to pull them guards to the side and say, yo, I know y'all want to get y'all game off and stuff, but we had enough right now. It's time to play to the stars and die with this shit.
Fuck no. Are y'all
Die with
serious
this
right now?
shit. I don't want to die
Don't
with
need
the
this
ball in
bullshit.
Reeves' hands. I don't want to die with D-Lo chicken shit legs and his ball in his hands. Nor Max Christie. Fucking Torian Prince, my lord. Especially not him. And Rui LA throwing up ass. Y'all niggas got it, man. Whatever excuse
Elite
you want to
pivot.
jump in my mentions, tell me shut the fuck up. I don't care, bro. Good luck with your life. You're a fucking loser. GG's.
I agree on the last point, to be honest. If AD didn't play, we would have lost by 40.
I didn't see that. I saw it.
If AD didn't play, we would have lost by 40. Like, imagine the
Is that
like,
still a loss, up? I'm confused.
I
That's what I was
have-
confused about. We lost.
it
I
might
never
be.
I
seen
must
that
be
type of
fucking
coping
retarded.
in my life.
Is that
bro.
still
I
a
gotta
loss?
check with Secaucus,
Somebody said that nigga was
NBA
the best
Replay
player on
Center,
the
to
court.
see if
What
that's
the
still a
fuck are
loss.
y'all
But I
niggas
think
watching? Y'all niggas
down by
watching?
40 is still a loss. I don't know. But bro,
I think it's always the approach of like
Lord.
he's asked to do so much defensively.
Lord, the
But
human
it's a
you
double-edged
made down
sword
here is
when
getting dumber by the day.
when you praise it for being the
Flooded,
defensive
bitch.
player of the year when he does it, when
Flooded.
he's asked to do so much defensively, when he does it well.
Listen,
But then when he
That's
doesn't
gotta be
do
up
all
in
the
the
stuff he's
afternoon
asked to do,
watching
you can't
sports.
just be like, well,
Anthony
you guys
Davis
do was ours.
is unequivocally asked to do a lot, and he's asked to do more than most players in the league. Probably 98% of the players in the league. That is a fact. That does not mean that you are just fucking void of criticism whenever you fucking shit the bed. That is not how this works. Yes, he's asked to do a lot. Yes, he needs to do a lot for this team to do anything this year. But at the same time, if he doesn't do it, niggas are gonna speak on it. Why can't it be that fucking simple? Why does it have to be this whole but like if you think about it, the way he was like helping in the paint all game is like the reason why. Like, just shut the fuck up, bro. The nigga didn't play good. I don't know why it can't be that.
Plus,
Why can't it be that?
didn't he just ask to do more? Didn't he just ask to do more defensively on D'Lo's podcast? Like the nigga literally just said he wants to do more than he
Like
is
AD
doing.
is not even the type. The bail people give AD doesn't even want.
he doesn't
Anthony
want it, bro.
Davis himself takes on the burden of responsibility that niggas always want to just rid him of.
Absolve
He
him.
takes that on himself. And that's one of the reasons why AD is one of my favorite players in the league. Because Anthony Davis doesn't run from shit. The nigga literally wants this. If the nigga has a bad game, he's the first nigga to be like, I was asked today. Like,
Facts.
he's the nigga when you need this nigga to fucking
It's on
climb
me.
out of a hole. He's the one that does it. The same way we're shitting on this nigga Anthony Davis. He's one of the more resilient players I've seen.
Exactly.
So why do y'all niggas act like the nigga's a Make-A-Wish kid when he fucking has a bad game?
The most ironic thing, based on AD's nature, how we've seen him the last 6 years, the shit y'all take away from Anthony Davis's bad games and the shit that we conclude after his bad games, he'd probably resonate a lot with what we're saying, more than you guys who stand up for him. That's the most ironic part. That's the irony. The guy you ride for or whatever, or absolve blame from or make excuses from when he has a stinker every so now and then, he don't want your takes. He actually probably doesn't agree with you.
Sir.
He probably doesn't even agree with you, the man himself. So what does that say about what you're doing? If we didn't have AD, we'd probably lose by 40 instead of 20. Bro, you think Anthony Davis wants to hear that? I want you to walk up to Anthony Davis and say that shit and see how he
Same shit
feels.
with y'all darling Austin Reeves, by the way. Austin be the first nigga to tell you.
He might give him a jersey, Shub, you sure? You think that nigga, you think he might not give him, I think he'll give him a jersey and say that shit. Because that's the type of bell a nigga like to hear after hearing street clothes. You know what? I want you available, but not when you Clint Capella, my nigga. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna be ignorant about it. I'm just gonna joke about it a little bit, but in all seriousness, like, what the fuck was that? What was that?
Rough.
I
Just a
watched
tough go.
Nurkic on the floor more. Like, damn, I knew when he wasn't hitting that floor enough, we was gonna lose that shit. I said, oh yeah, this nigga ain't basking all on the court and shit. This shit was downhill, man. But Nurkic, bro, that nigga's a relic.
And when niggas start telling you about
he was
box
doing
score
so much
watching,
ill-advised shit. I thought we had to win in the battle.
I don't think OT can hear you.
He probably
but
can.
go ahead.
This nigga got his
Go
rose
ahead.
in his mouth. He can't hear nothing. So when niggas talk about box score watching too, I'm just sorry.
I can't hear.
All right, let me go ahead and mute that.
Give me.
Can't
He
mute
dead
the
ass couldn't
bro.
hear you. He couldn't hear you.
Niggas talk about box score watching and shit like that, bro. When a nigga has 18 points and 22 rebounds and 7 assists, bro, I'm sorry. I mean, I have to watch the game, brother. That sounds like he outplayed you to me. I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, and
It's
then
just
you
insane,
add it
son.
with watching the game, bro. Look at what's
Just
going
watch
on,
the
man. It's not
game.
even that
Watch
big
the
a
field goals.
deal.
I'm watching the field goals right now.
It goes
It's not even a
both
big
ways.
deal either. Like it happens in the regular season.
It
It's
goes
fine.
both
You just gotta
ways,
give it up.
though. It goes both ways because a lot of times people look at AD's box score and be like, "This nigga was ass," and then the nigga literally took over a game like on the defense side of the ball. Like it goes both ways. Like niggas be like, I don't know how many times we watch the game and the nigga AD give like 18 points or some shit, but the nigga literally looks like the best player on the floor because he's literally dominating.
Memphis game 6. I
That's
think he had
what I'm
like
saying.
14
Like Memphis
points, but
game
he was
6, that was
crazy.
AD's game. But like at the same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
the nigga probably didn't even get 20 points.
Some
It's the same way when
He
the
had like
nigga gives you
14 or something.
22 tonight. He had
Some of-
22.
Yeah.
That shit was awful.
some of
Like-
these player fans genuinely like feel like would rather get stabbed than admit their favorite player like
I'm
played
sorry, bro.
poorly.
This nigga D'Lo had
That's how it
20
generally
points
comes
tonight. He had 2 fucking points in the second. Do you know how insane that is?
Terrible. D'Angelo Russell
18 in the first.
D'Angelo Russell said there were a lot of jump shots in the game which led to long rebounds. We got to be better at helping AD on the glass. Homie, you weren't great on the glass either. What are we talking about? All season, have you been rebounding? I don't know where that stems from. You had 3 boards. We got to help AD on the glass. Dude just says shit and doesn't like back it up in any way, shape, or form. It's just the craziest thing. Every quote gonna come out of this.
Everything is just stupid, bro. Like these niggas just say shit. It's like
Yeah,
they're like
it's just annoying
at this point.
And we lost, so it
Hey,
pisses us off. James, go ahead.
Hey, Shell, before you move on, like the point, and this is my issue with Darvin, it's like, nigga, are you not watching some of these guards look AD off? Like, if AD himself not gonna call for the ball, where is Darvin saying, hey, let's get AD a touch right here? But then you show a post game saying we gotta do a better job of giving him the ball. Like, I don't understand that logic, bro.
Yeah,
nigga, do it during the game.
He's in control of a lot of shit that he's claiming about post game and saying that was wrong. He's saying the right things, just like a fan would, like us, but having no imprint on the game to actually change those things and make adjustments. He's never been a coach known for adjustment. It's just the craziest thing. Appreciate all the speakers. We're gonna kind of switch gears here. We have a guest, Trevor Booth here. He works for Clutch Points, I believe, from the Suns. He hosts Sun Spaces as well. He was really kind enough to DM us and just want to collab. You know, Lakers Suns, obviously a well fought morning game from us. Trevor, appreciate you joining the Coach's Den. Love the work you do for the Sun Spaces and things like that. What was kind of your takeaway from the game, and anything you caught post game? I know you were in the media room getting out quotes. So
appreciate you guys. Can you hear me? I'm in my
car. Yeah. I don't know if you're on Bluetooth,
okay.
But maybe take that off and it'll be a little bit more clear. That's just a recommendation usually, but if this is good, then it's solid.
Okay, good. I just took it off. Is that a little better?
Way better. Okay, go ahead,
excellent.
Bro. Appreciate you joining.
Yeah. No, awesome. No, appreciate you guys. This is my first year covering the Suns full time. So the Spaces thing, I kind of hit the button and let it ride. And now, the Spaces hosting the Suns community. So if anybody ever wants to come on, we invite speakers where I kind of look at you guys as like a model of how to kind of format this thing. It's still a work in progress, but much love to you guys. Much respect for what you're building. Impressions of the game. The Lakers have always been kind of a tough matchup for the Suns just because of the physicality standpoint. The Suns start guards, and that's something we talk about in the Spaces a lot. Is this the right thing to do? I think moving forward, the Suns just traded for Royce O'Neal, and you guys saw the game he had tonight. He was really, really good. I think he's eventually going to be someone they slot in that fifth starter spot just because I think that takes pressure off of KD defensively. KD's typically taking the best matchup on the opposing team. So you want to have him fresh, especially at this age. And he was first in the playoffs in in minutes per game last year. So, knowing he's going to have to play heavy minutes again in a postseason run, you want to try to preserve him as much as possible. You just never know, especially with like lower leg stuff with him. I thought, I've covered the Suns for 3+ years. This is maybe the best quarter, that first quarter that I remember for them in my time covering the team. Offensively, defensively, rotations. Bol is like really surprising me. I thought Bol was going to be someone who was end of the bench. They bring in kind of like as the fun guy at the end of the game. But over these last 2 months, he's really found a role. He had a 23-14 game on Friday against Houston. And then today did really good stuff again. So I think big things that stand out. We talk about themes a lot in our spaces. I think the offense started to do some things that were really crisp. For whatever reason, and you guys would expect it, tonight I felt like we saw more actions involving KD and Book setting screens for one another. That's something that really hasn't been done a lot to this point, and the Suns don't have a point guard, so there's a lot to kind of feel out in terms of how the offense is going to operate, especially late in games. Like they're a really bad fourth quarter team. So I felt like rotations look good tonight. Role players look really good. Nurkic has been a really important player for this team. I know I heard the guy go off about Nurk. He's maybe the most important player to this team outside of the big three, just because, behind him, like the Suns have Eubanks, and sometimes they throw in two-way Azubuike out there. So they really don't have a lot of depth at that position. And they're 0-4 without him. He didn't play Friday, so he came back, played well tonight. I think for the Suns, right now it's at this point just about building continuity before the playoffs. Kevin Durant, when I asked him early in the season, he said that's a big reason why he felt the Nuggets won last year. The Suns are going to be behind a lot of teams, including the Lakers, in terms of continuity. So I expect the starting lineup that they have with Allen. Obviously, Eric Gordon was out tonight. Bradley Beal too. They're all going to factor in. Royce, Thad Young didn't play tonight. He just got picked up off the buyout market. So there's a lot to kind of figure out. But I think big takeaways: Royce O'Neal, Nurkic, and then Grayson Allen hit a lot of big threes. Role players, which are going to be just as important as the big three when it comes to the playoff time.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead, Ron.
absolutely. Yeah, first of all, yeah, congratulations on you guys getting Royce O'Neal. Royce was one of the guys that we wanted, like a lot of us in here, because we thought he would just be an incredible addition. Because role players, when they have superstars next to them, and the Suns have plenty of star power, it just takes their games to another level. And I think it was kind of a no-brainer for Royce O'Neal, just in general for any team, whether it was Dallas, whether it was Phoenix, whether it was LA. Like those type of players are always going to be hyper valuable no matter what. And I like what you said about him essentially becoming that fifth starter, obviously with Nurkic and then the big three. But the most interesting development to me for you guys, and it's only been kind of a smaller sample size, but like this whole Bol layer, like I thought he was solid versus us today, but I think he also was really good against the Houston Rockets last game. Where do you kind of see Bol kind of finding his footing, not only in the league, but like just for the team in the rotation, especially with a guy like Vogel, who like is pretty stern on the type of guys he plays, and he's kind of giving him, some leeway to kind of grow as a player. Where do you see him kind of fit into the fold of, where the Phoenix Suns are?
Yeah, Frank Vogel said after the game that he's going to have Bol. I don't know how many minutes he played tonight. I don't have the box score with me in the car, but he said Bol is going to be a regular part of the rotation, playing the same amount of minutes that he did tonight moving forward. It's really, when the Suns signed Bol, he's a former 5-star guy, right? Like, he's got a rare, if not unique, skill set. So
Trevor, 24 minutes for Bol tonight, just so you know. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so he's going to be playing kind of like that the rest of the way, Vogel said. So I think, but he's kind of if you want to call it a tweener, just because he's 7'3", but plays like a guard and then not really a big. Like you'd expect at this level for him to be a shot blocker and kind of pick up that role. But I think some of the lineup developments, I felt like tonight, and I'll talk about it on my spaces later. The lineups where they have KD, Bol, and Nurkic, or KD, Bol, and a big, whoever it is, have been really good. Playing Bol at the 4 where he can space and also kind of drive like he did, and he had that dunk in the first quarter. I feel like defensively there's going to be a lot of development for him to be had, because in the playoffs, when you're in the West and playing a lot of these small teams or however they kind of fixate it, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of an eye-opening thing for him, because he's going to have to, position himself and do some things that he might be uncomfortable with. I'm not completely sold on him being a big-time guy in the playoffs. He could factor into that rotation, but for everything that he's worked on and developed to this point, he's certainly meeting, if not exceeding, expectation that a lot of people had.
Yeah.
Trevor.
No, Trevor, we agree. Yeah, Bobo was a sight to see, out there. Especially like with all the injuries, like him literally being sixth man and coming out there. He was impactful for sure. I just think everything you described about the Suns and their ability It sucks. It came off the heels of our defensive mishaps for sure. So yeah, that was crazy to see.
Like,
Great.
bro, that literally goes to Roman's point about putting guys next to stars, bro. All he's
Yeah.
doing is working off the attention that Book and KD are drawing, and he's somehow finding a role, bro. That's why these dudes who complain about role players not moving the needle, the stars are the needle movers, bro. Like,
To that point with James too, because he's been saying the stars are the needle movers since we were talking about Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. But I'll say this about Book and KD, especially tonight, bro. The assists from both of those guys, like the playmaking, because obviously our defensive plan was awful in my opinion, just trying to get them off the balls as quickly as possible,
Yeah.
and it kind of hurt us defensively a lot because we just weren't really there rotation wise. But yeah, like that. I mean, I thought they had a great floor game, just playmaking for sure.
Combined for 16 assists, Book and KD for sure. And to James's point too, I just think that listen, you talk about the experience level too, like playing next to two superstars, arguably. Grayson Allen's been playing with KD since last season. Royce O'Neal's been playing next to stars his whole career. But you flip the coin, you have Rui Hachimura trying to find his footing on a new team, and Austin Reeves in his third season trying to figure out his own career. So it's just the experience level of these role players that know how to play next to stars is what we were aiming for to get ourselves on a championship trajectory. And right now, with the way the role players play today, just specifically today, it looks like they have the role players, that can supplement the stars that they have in a proper way.
Shub, I think like the Suns and the Lakers are a great litmus test of like the type of role players that you have to surround the stars with, right?
100%.
Because anybody will tell you right now that Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, these are better role players. Like if we're going to talk about who has the better role players, without question, it's the guys in the Lakers. But when you talk about who fits next to stars and plugging and playing, and those guys and how they can contribute and where their production actually lies, like where their value lies in the production, it's night and day between like the Royce O'Neals, the Grayson Allens, even the Yusuf Nurkic's of the world, as opposed to the guys we have. And so it's an interesting outlook because, I mean, we probably have the better quote-unquote role players, but the role players on the Phoenix Suns fit so much better next to Devin Booker and
bro,
and the
Grayson
production
Allen
shows
played
it.
off Ja Morant, then he played off Giannis. Now he's playing off V-Star. Like, that nigga ain't new to this
exactly.
shit,
Grayson Allen's not
absolutely
new to this at all. And
So
I think
I
Rome's
just
right.
think it's so crazy how
Right.
polar opposite they are, right? Like it's just crazy. Like when you really think about like just the way they're utilized, right? Like, and you don't. I mean, I know coaching plays a big factor in that, but like vocals are coached too at a point. So I mean, it is what it is. But it's just interesting, very interesting, bro.
Royce O'Neal came off playing off with KD, I believe, in Brooklyn, and comes back to play with Kevin Durant again. And all Rui's come off of playing is with Russell Westbrook and on the Wizards.
Is Trevor still there? I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead, Trevor. I
He
was gonna
definitely got the stench of Westbrook on him right now.
Trevor, my question for you, what say you about just the Lakers and their viability going into the season? Just what are your from an outsider perspective, like what are your thoughts, on the Lakers, how the season's gone, where you think the season will go? Like where are you with that?
And quick to add to that, Trevor, I know we were talking, I don't know if you had the chance to see the Laker guys in the media room as well and catch their demeanor, or like when they were giving their quotes. Any insight on that too, what you saw in that media room from the Lakers?
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell. I got in, I think, probably after Darvin Ham. Were there any other players available? I saw
D'Lo
Russell.
should have been available. AD maybe said no to the media. LeBron was talking in the locker room to our local guys, so Austin could have been up to the podium.
Okay. Yeah, I know sometimes the Lakers usually just have locker room stuff, and then last time LeBron and AD were here, they spoke. So today I just got Russell. He was saying, the Lakers had 8 free throws tonight, which I think was a season low for you guys, and he got asked about that. Just saying that's an identity of the team. Getting to the free throw line a lot, and he said that he wasn't going to comment on that, and then he got followed up on by Dan Wojcicki asked him that, and then Dave McMenamin at ESPN. Asked him, he's like, hey, AD says this is an identity to the team, tried to get more out of him, and D'Lo was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to comment on that. He was pretty brief about everything, so there wasn't a lot to get from his press conference. But, I've always been, and, I will say this, your guys' fan base is like really real in conversation. Like the expectation is to win. I feel like in the Suns discourse, it's a little different. Like, the Phoenix never wins. It's never won a championship. And now, it's kind of an uncomfortable feeling that they traded for KD. They've got Beal also, and now they're going really aggressive to win. I feel like that's something like you guys did, obviously going to trade AD and getting rid of the young guys. Like, there's a portion of this fan base that would rather have Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson here than Kevin Durant. So, take that as you will. But, I feel like the Lakers, it's, you're always going to be competitive with LeBron and AD. Like, you can never count them out. I feel like they came on at the end of the year late. They got healthy. They got their playoff run. They did what they did. I felt like that guy who was, I can't remember the dude who was on speaking before me, but said a lot of good points. I feel like role players have to step up. I think it's disappointing that Gabe Vincent hasn't been healthy. I know like Prince and Reddish, there's been a lot of, continuity issues and fluidity. I still feel like you guys can turn it on and make a run at this thing. Like I will never count out LeBron and AD. I feel like AD, his health has been a really good development. I think he's only missed like 4 games this year, if I'm right. And specifically against the Suns are at a matchup disadvantage anytime they play AD. I know Nurkic had the big game tonight, but in a 7-game series, Suns fans don't like me for this, but when I covered the team in 21, I definitely think you guys beat the Suns if AD is healthy and doesn't get hurt in Game 4. Like that's a Lakers series. I thought they would have won it in 5 or 6. So it's always going to be a tough matchup for the Suns. I think that the Suns don't have a point guard. Like I said, they've got Booker as kind of that de facto position, and they've done a good job at distributing the ball. But they're a really bad fourth quarter team for a reason. They haven't been healthy. The rotations haven't been great. And I know I'm talking about the Suns, but hopefully just providing some context about how the Lakers and Suns in this potential matchup would kind of go. Sure. You guys kind of you force a lot of turnovers on the Suns in the quarterfinal in-season tournament game, and I feel like with that kind of defensive physicality, that brand of basketball, that can work in April through June. So I think having that kind of wing versatility, hopefully for you guys, role players step up. Role players are really going to make or break this season for a lot of teams. But yeah, you guys did it last year when everybody got healthy. I wouldn't expect any less, once everybody gets back for you guys.
Without a doubt. Trevor, we really appreciate it. Thanks so much for providing your context. Obviously a fought game today. Star power was crazy today, which it was in a closer fashion though.
Wait. I got one more quality of life question for Trevor. Just one more, and it's not really basketball related. Bro, how is it being like a media guy and like getting to? Because I mean, you're talking about guys like you're next to dudes like Dan Wojcicki and like I don't know if Jovan was there, but like Dave McMenamin and like. I mean, just for us, I mean, obviously we're fans. We cover the Lakers, but like we do this just for the passion of it and we love it. But like, how is it being on that side of things and just kind of watching basketball? I know sometimes it almost kind of rips away the fandom because you have to be somewhat objective all the time and but where is it? Like, how is it just to feel like being in those rooms with those guys and you're talking to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and like I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, so I will say this. It's my first year covering the Suns full-time, but I've been doing journalism for 7 years. I'm 25, so I'm really young. I covered Arizona State for 24/7 Sports in college, and then I interned at the Sporting News. And then, actually, if you guys know Ryan Abraham, Shotgun Spratling, and all those guys at USCFootball.com, I worked for them for a year before I got this Suns position. So I've been doing I did college sports. I did college football for a while. And then I've been kind of working NBA on the side. This year's been really interesting. And, I'll share a little bit of my kind of strategy that I share with my guys in my spaces. I'm at a disadvantage, right? Because I didn't play Division I hoops. I don't have like any NBA, coaching, obviously, or any NBA experience. So that immediately takes some credibility away from an audience that I'm trying to build just because I haven't been at that level. So, and journalism's really interesting because there are a lot of people like that. And there are a lot of former players, you see JJ Redick in his podcast, like people are going to gravitate toward that when it comes to basketball analysis and things like that. So in a field that's it's changing, right? Like the chat GPTs are coming, the robots are going to take my job eventually. I feel like the best thing that I can do is be kind of the person I am. And, there's a couple of my listeners here, they know me as kind of a snarky, sarcastic individual like you guys see in my profile that I think Devin Booker is the top 2 player in the league. That pisses a lot of people off, and it is what that is. So, I've really tried to kind of speak with a lot of people in the Suns community, share their content, share their work, DM them, and see if they need anything. I feel like that's been the best strategy, and really I didn't know anything about Spaces. I just saw it and clicked the button, and it went pretty crazy. We've got a growing community. We've been able to collab with the Spaces gang from the Warriors side, and Dre, On Ball, Steph, those guys. It's been a real kind of cool thing. I will share this too. KD and I had beef at the beginning of the regular season. He shot 7 of 22 in the opener, and if you guys remember, he shot really bad from 3 in the Nuggets series. So I put out a tweet that he had been ineffective as a Sun so far. All the KD stands got crazy. Wow. KD didn't answer my questions for a while, so it was kind of he would give me one-word answers, not really answer it. So it was kind of an interesting position to start in. Since then, KD and I are good. He follows me now, if you guys see, and he and I have actually DM'd, and he's shared his perspective, so he's back answering my questions again. But I think that's been some of the craziest stories, and this is, again, I've done this since October full time, and it's been it can be a grind too, because you're around the team and the facility every day, and you got to write stories, and I don't know, I've done it for so long that it kind of feels like clockwork to me, but I feel like that's kind of been some of the better stories I've had just in my first year doing this full time.
Nah, that's incredible, Trevor. We really appreciate it.
Thoughts on KD being soft?
I don't know about soft. He literally DM'd the man to repair a relationship. I think he's a stand-up guy.
Trevor, that was a real analysis, bro.
Trevor,
we appreciate it, Trevor.
We don't get that a lot here, so
all right, we're gonna go to
that's
Trey.
actually kind of crazy to see Coach down there. But no, Trevor, we really appreciate it. Great insight and what you do. We're all around that age as well, absolutely. 25. So really inspiring stuff to
not James, but
kind of
chat. If you guys are in here, everyone in here, give Trevor a follow,
for real.
Bro.
Good people.
Facts. Follow Trevor.
Great insight, and hopefully you're back in here for the play-in tournament. Where if we see you guys down the road, it'll be really fun. Good activity. But and also we'll be in communication in DMs. All 4 of us will be more than happy if one of us want to join the Sun Spaces, provide some insight. See what we're seeing there. I'm personally a huge KD fan personally, so I don't mind speaking on my voice. So hit my line anytime. But no, Trevor, we really appreciate it. Great win today. Good game, and have a great Sunday. But we'll move on. Thanks so much, Trevor. And Gas, been waiting here for a minute.
KD was 7 of 20.
Go ahead. What'd you make of the loss tonight? New City Tax.
Freaky as hell.
New City Tax.
Great insights from Trevor. That was dope. A guy around our age. I'm 23, bro, 25, and he doing his thing. So shout out to him.
I can't hear Gas. I'm gonna come back up, Chubb.
This game, bro, I was just like, what the fuck? He dead ass. AD getting a foul trouble early. These niggas scoring 45 points in the first quarter. The shit was like, it was like, what the fuck? D'Lo disappearing. Austin Reeves shooting nothing but straight bricks. Like it was just bad all around, dog. Like we was within 5, could have came back, and of course turnovers. They score. Royce O'Neal had a fake game. Niggas made like 6 threes tonight. Like shit was just bad, bro. Like the shit pissing me off because we know. Well, hopefully Denver come to play. I'm not gonna say we know. Hopefully Denver comes to play, and we can keep the 9th seed. We still in playoff. We still in play-in potential, but I ain't trying to be in a fucking play-in, bro. Like, I want 5 or 6. I'm not trying to be in a play-in again this year. Like, the shit ass. It's a dog fight every time. I'm not trying to go through that same bullshit. Rui Hachimura, bro, what the fuck is going on, dog? Like, I know right now, if I'm on that team, nigga, because I'm an inch tall, nigga, I'm grabbing like 6, 7 boards, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got Royce O'Neal out rebounding you? Nigga, you're 6'9", nigga, like 6'5". Really, like, bro, he's so, like, bro, he has his spurts, and then it's like, the nigga just disappeared, dog. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Darvin Ham, shitty coaching as usual. Max Christie played 5 minutes when the nigga hit a 3, and he was playing some pretty good defense. Like, nigga, what's going on? Like, Jackson Hayes not getting enough minutes. AD set out the whole damn near most of the fourth and most of the second, and nigga, like, Jackson Hayes, he's right there. Put him in. We don't got Christian Wood. And Jackson hasn't been bad recently. He hasn't. Jackson's been hooping for real. Getting offensive rebound. Speaking of offensive, 14, dog. You let these niggas get 14 offensive rebounds. I think we had 3, 4? Oh no, let me go to the box score. We had 3, 4 offensive rebounds, I think. We had 3. 14. We got out rebounded damn near 20. And the crazy part is we didn't even shoot bad. We shot 52%. Bro, it was turnovers killed us. We had some bullshit ass turnovers. And they was the turnovers came in clutch moments, when we was actually fighting back. That's the shit that was pissing me off, bro. Goddamn 80 not being aggressive enough in the paint on both ends of the floor. I mean, he had 2 blocks tonight, but it's bro, I kind of want to put this game on him because them 22 points is fake as hell. The nigga disappeared, dog. It was just a bad game. Bad game. We lost. We learned. We moved. I ain't got shit to really say except for if you trying to gamble, nigga, join the Discord. We gonna get you some bread. Goddamn, I gotta check my plays. I think some shit hit, but I gotta check. Join the Discord, free Rio. Lake Show. Move on.
Gas, we appreciate Doc.
You ain't send me that shit, Gas. You
Oh, I got
bullshit.
you right now.
Appreciate it, Gas. Yeah, go ahead and join the Discord if you you wanna know about plays and things like that. Yeah, we got it popping in there trying
11
to
away
get this
from
bread.
200 members.
Listen, bro.
Oh.
Get to 200, follow Gas.
Oh, and Shub, I'm up 800 off 200 too.
Oh, that's
yesterday,
fire, bro.
For 4 hours.
Was it at FanDuel or what?
Yeah. No, poker.
Oh, okay, it's working. The coaching working.
Yeah.
Better coach than Darvin Ham, YouTube.
I just had to sharpen up on my
I get you.
positioning and my math.
I get you.
I didn't need coaching.
No, I get you.
Damn, you gonna crash me?
Homie,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
the video was called
I
Poker
put the Discord
Coaching.
in the jumbo.
I appreciate that, guys.
It
The
don't
video
matter.
you were watching of Poker Coaching, that's what I thought was funny. That's all it is. But I'm happy for you.
It was Jonathan Little, but
Okay.
I mean, who cares?
World Series type
Don't
shit.
check
Still
the
got
game.
names?
Don't check the chat. Don't
Respect
check that
poker
chat,
players?
bro. Because I don't know why is people soliciting under the space chat.
Soliciting is insane.
Nobody want that, bro.
No.
Yeah, we gotta use a
That
different
is
word. That's insane.
Yeah.
Soliciting.
Does it. But yes, we appreciate it, dog.
Hey, that shit real.
I'm gonna keep it moving. We're gonna go to LeBron fan. He been waiting for a minute, dog. Appreciate you joining the space, G. What'd you
Sounds
make
like
of
a
tonight's
good fan.
loss, dog? It's on you.
You being funny?
I'm
Yo,
not
can
being
you hear
funny.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's his name.
I just want to say,
Yeah, bro.
bad loss. Suns without Beal. Should have got that game done. And if you look at our next 8 games, besides the Wizards,
do you have it in front of
that
you?
was the
Do you have
worst
it in front of
team.
you?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That was the
Go ahead,
worst
read it
team
off.
we're
Go
gonna
ahead,
play.
read off 8 games. Go ahead.
All right. So we got the Clippers, then we got the Wizards, then we got the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Kings, the Bucks, the Timberwolves, and then the Kings. So this is the worst team we're gonna play until what, March 16th?
No doubt.
And the Clippers and Wizards is back to back.
Yeah, and then after that, there's not many games left.
Got the Wizards.
So I
just, we gonna be not in the play-in.
I just don't understand.
The fuck?
And to piggyback on the trade deadline, y'all know how I feel about that. But
yeah, bro.
I just think people need to realize what you need around 2 stars. Like the people we have right now starting, I really don't believe they would be starters like a serious championship contender because two-way
Homie, I want you to go ask any of these fucking Stan accounts. Go ask them to their fucking face. Are the Untouchables championship level help? Yes or no this season? Is that championship level help? Yes or no?
And how do people not see this shit? They saw us in 2020, what we had. Two-way athletes on the perimeter. They could cut. They might not be knockdown shooters or all-around scorers, but they could play defense. They go get rebounds. They provide resistance. That's what two-way role players do. Look at the Timberwolves. You look at their team, their worst defender in their rotation is probably our 4th best defender if they were on our team. And people think you're going to consistently win with that. I just don't get it. And then people always providing like, oh my God, we got to win. Yeah. How about we consistently win? What are we trying to do here? Just be a top 6 seed? We're trying to win a championship. Consistently win. I don't get it. Like, I really don't get what people see. Like, why their thought process. Talking about asset. Like, if you're a win now team, win now mode, you have to burn assets. That's just what you do. Like and then you got people like they'll get mad that we lose, but then those are the same people that act like we shouldn't upgrade the roster when they know the roster is just not good enough. Like I don't get it. You look at the top teams on both sides, like the Nuggets, KCP, two-way, Aaron Gordon, two-way, MPJ, he's improving defense, two-way. Like those are the type of players you need. You don't have just offensive-oriented players that just can't stay in front of their man. They can't rebound. And I'm not even blaming it on them. I blame more on the front office because you can't ask players to do something they just can't do, I guess. Like you said, like Poole with the Warriors in 2022. He came in, his role was just knock down some shots, just give them an offensive punch and score a lot of points. That's what we have, but starting. And I just don't get it. I believe that we aren't championship contenders. We're just, our record is what it is. I feel like people just need to accept reality of the situation. That's just what we are. And I guess we'll have to regroup in the summer, I guess. That's all I got to say.
LeBron fan, we appreciate it, dog. Yeah, it's just frustrating. We just want to support our guys till the wheels fall off, but nobody can answer the question, can these three win you a championship this season?
What happens?
What's the
They
three?
refuse
Go ahead,
to
Doug.
answer that question.
What's the three, Shad?
The Untouchables, our favorite
The
Untouchables.
yeah.
The answer is
Bro, them
no, but
niggas
people
should
are
have
not
got
in reality.
traded,
D'Lo,
bro.
Rui, and
Yeah.
Nah, I
Reeves.
ain't
People
gonna
just
lie.
aren't in
Listen,
reality.
I wanted D'Lo to stay on the team, but AR and Rui could have left. I swear to God, I would have been cool
We were right there.
getting
Man,
DeJounte
all
Murray,
three
bro.
of
All
them
three of
niggas
them
could have
niggas could have
left,
gone,
bro.
You're
bro.
They
not
all
winning with
three could have
either
left
one
for
Fuck
of
is
them.
you
real, but
talking?
D'Lo been
Fuck
I'm not
is
gonna
you
bugging,
lie.
talking
cuz.
Listen,
shit.
We
listen,
still
bro.
down talking
Trade
D-Lo.
D'Lo for a Popeyes
It's not
chicken
even
sandwich.
about. It's not even
Like
about down talking
D'Lo
Not a
been
D'Lo.
hooping,
specific
bro.
one
He been
nigga.
the
It's
only
three
one
niggas.
that stepped up to be consistent.
Fake
But all
D'Lo's
these
my
hoops.
niggas
guy.
ain't doing
Man,
shit.
he
D'Lo
made
my
the
guy. No,
Jazz
hold on,
don't
hold on.
do this.
D'Lo's my guy. I fuck with D'Lo. Like literally, bro. I was one of the niggas. I've been a Laker fan my whole life. I was one of the niggas when we
Same here,
drafted him,
kids.
bro. I wanted us to draft D'Lo. Like that wasn't like one of the things where I'm like, but listen, bro. It's this simple. It's just simple, bro. Brooklyn Nets wanted that nigga low. Okay, you give them low, you can get back Royce and Dorian. You do that shit 10 times out of fucking 10, bro. You get 2 fucking wings with them niggas, okay? Hear me out. You get Dorian Finney-Smith, you get Royce for low. Done deal. The fucking Hawks. What do they want for DeJounte Murray? Oh, they wanted Austin Reeves? Okay, here. Now I got my point guard. Now I got 2 fucking wings. Let's fucking go. Oh, Rui's still on the team. Look at that. Oh, wait. You're telling me I can go get Bruce Brown? All right, just take Rui, whatever. Fuck it. You could have flipped all 3 of them niggas for different niggas, bro. Like I'm not even saying they had to do that, but like, bro, you telling me you couldn't have turned D'Lo and Austin into DeJounte Murray, Royce O'Neal, and Dorian Finney-Smith? That wouldn't move y'all niggas? You literally got 3 starters now. LeBron and AD. Everything you need. That's not enough to win a championship? All right, whatever. I'm just saying, like, this is. It's not like they couldn't have done anything.
Especially in area need.
Niggas act like they couldn't have done anything. That was always my problem at the deadline. Niggas was sitting here talking about, well, certain teams got less for like what the Lakers were being asked to give. It's like, okay, well, nigga, it is what it is. Give up what you need to give up, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are we talking about?
We always
All right,
use the Dallas
it cost the
example, right?
Lakers. It cost the Lakers 4 seconds to get Royce instead of 3. Oh shit, nigga, go get him. Like, who gives a fuck? What the fuck are we holding on to this shit for? What big swing move are we gonna make? Because if these niggas don't get the 3rd star nigga they're supposed to get, man, like if they don't make that offseason move, that big swing move, then you just punt it this season, and you're probably fucked for the next couple seasons. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But to act like we just couldn't trade these niggas, and to act like their value was something that like we just could not give away for something that's probably going to give us more value. I just always thought that was crazy. That's why we all sat in here waiting for the Lakers to make moves that they didn't make. So, I mean, it is what it is now, but in hindsight, it was never the right decision to stand pat. And signing Spencer Dinwiddie, who still in hindsight was a good signing. I don't want to act like it's not a good signing. That was never enough. It was never enough, no matter what. No matter how you spin it, it was never enough to just get Spencer Dinwiddie on this team.
Simply put. And we always use the Dallas example, right? Like Dallas missed
Only to replace James.
the playoffs last year. They go ahead and whether or not you call it an overpay or not, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, give a first for it. Everyone because this is Twitter, everyone want to be like Karens and think they're Bobby Marks and talk about an overpay and shit like that. They're a top 5 seed right now. And they're primed for the playoffs. So and things are working out for them and they're on a 7-game win streak. So you got to pay to play in this league. And people just sitting back here just talking about not a needle mover. They're not worth it. When the game log is showing you these players are substantial, like impact players, it's just the craziest thing. It's just, and for all that arguing and all those like detailed finite descriptions of why this adding change or adding new players would be bad for us just because you want to support the current guys who aren't enough, who show you day in and day out they are not enough. They're not producing enough. They're not good enough to win a title. That's the island you're going to stick on by yourself. So it's just the craziest backward logic, and we're just going to be sitting here winning every other game, praising them for putting up 19 points against inferior teams every other game. But people love to forget about nights like tonight where we don't win against the teams we need to beat. So, I'm excited for Rui to drop 9. Like I said before the Spurs game, you can go back because I clipped it. They were going to have 20 plus points against the Spurs, which they all did. It's going to happen again. Oh, tonight's not on Austin Reeves. He had 22. Tonight's not on Rui Hachimura. He had 19 with 7 rebounds. Good for them. We're going to keep it moving. Trey, it's on you, bro. Go ahead. What'd you make of tonight's loss?
Well, where can I start? I mean, we'll start with my fellow Japanese brother, man, Rui Hachimura. My nigga, you're 6'8". Crash the glass, man. Also, your defense, why are you jumping at niggas while shooting the 3? We got to stop that. You're making me sick already. Spencer Dinwiddie. I was the main nigga shitting on this deal. Look, I know it's a good signing. I'm not saying it's not. But did we forget how bad this nigga was playing at the beginning of the year with that shitty ass Brooklyn Nets team? And how horrible his efficiency was. This nigga, man, LeBron kicked in the rock. Brick. Don't forget. He's still a brick. This man, oh my God. Max Christie at the 3, out the game. Spencer Dinwiddie come in, brick. My Lord. Never fails me. Austin Reeves today was ass cheeks. Why was he guarding Devin Booker? I will not know. I saw a play where Kevin Durant scored, and Kevin Durant looked back and pointed at him and was like, "Why you got this white boy guarding me?" He felt disrespected that Austin Reeves was guarding him. Yeah, that's what we're living with. D'Angelo Russell was pretty mid today, but that's to be expected, Hey, birthday buckets. His birthday was the other day, man. Hey, shout out D'Lo. Happy birthday. You still a hodo. AD had a pretty, I guess, not aggressive game. I guess this is like his 3rd game this year where he's had a game where he wasn't super duper Anthony Davis, wasn't aggressive AD. He was more of the light Anthony Davis. So, and he got beat up around by Yusuf Nurkic. 22 rebounds, killed us. I didn't know Yusuf Nurkic was like that. He's never been like that. That's not his game. Kevin Durant was trash today. That was crazy. LeBron James seemed he was springy today. I like that. He was all over the court. Yo, man, LeBron wanted this game. I saw it. LeBron wanted this game, but I guess everybody else didn't want it. Man, the rebounding is where we're getting hit at. We need to fix that soon. I know Vando's out. He helps us a lot with that in that department. We just need some help, man, for real though, on that rebounding. And about the trades, look, like I said before, I'm gonna keep saying these dudes. PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford were right there. What Rob Pelinka said, he saw a house, he didn't want to buy it. So He didn't want me no offers. Royce O'Neal, he would have been useful. Yeah, I know. I saw niggas on the TL hating on that deal. I was one of them, but then I realized we don't have many wing players, so he would have helped us in that department. But I guess Rob Pelinka didn't see the house that he wanted to buy, so we stand pat. The untouchable guys. These guys are definitely crossing thin waters with me. I continue to see bad play. I won't feel sorry that you're going to get kicked to the curb in the offseason and sent somewhere else, probably somewhere bad. We have the next 8 games. I heard the schedule, and these are not good. These are not going to be easy games. All right, we got the Clippers on Wednesday. That is a must win. Me to remind you, they have a higher seed. They're higher than us. I want to win that game more than anything. So win that. All right, you got the Wizards again, who are, and I'm going to say it again, horrible. 9 wins on the year. Oh my gosh, they suck. So you better win that as well. And as far as I know, you better come to play. LeBron came to play. Anthony Davis, I need you to come to play on Wednesday. Please. Also, the Untouchables. You niggas better show up, man. Austin Reeves, you better show up, bro. Show me that you want to win the game, man. Because if you don't, I won't hesitate to send you packing. And I won't feel sorry for you. Rui Hachimura, nigga, you better eat your sushi. Get sushi rolls, all that. Come on, man. Get that soy sauce in you, man. Come on, man. D-Lo, I need you to tap in, drink some ice water. Tap that vein, man. We need you to tap in, gang. I know what LeBron's going to do. LeBron's going to come to play. And overall, one more thing about the coach. He still doesn't learn. And as far as I know, I mean, a real serious team would have fired this guy 2 months ago. But I guess we're not the really serious team, I guess. So we're stuck with him till the offseason. That's if Jeannie Buss wants to shoulder up and do it. I mean, she's hanging out with Annalie Choppa, talking to the nigga like, yo, you see the coach we got. Stop kissing with rappers and fire this nigga already. That's all I got to say. No shout outs this week.
I am a minute.
I'm feeling
Keep
down.
This
This nigga rapping? Stop rapping.
No way I know NLE Chopper songs. There's no way.
niggas be hating.
No,
Hold on, man.
That's a fine.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Like, there's
That's a
no
fine.
way
NLE was
lyrics
hard.
That's gotta be
Niggas
fine.
ain't no
Chopper of all artists.
Homicide.
That's gotta be fine.
Shot of flow.
Come on, bro.
Yo, check your mail.
I heard that shit like twice.
He started rapping out of nowhere.
Check your mail this
Nigga
week.
rapping NLE Chopper.
25,000.
Just pack
That
this
nigga trash. Stop playing with
Yeah.
me.
He not
Put that
hard.
nigga on the
Unreal.
train.
He's not hard.
Like
He's not
the
hard.
Pittis.
Hold on, he hard. Paul.
Unreal.
Yeah, that one song was decent.
That joke.
That Camelot decent.
Shot of Flow 1,
Camelot
not
was
the
hard
Shot of
too,
Flow 8,
bruh.
9, 10,
Man,
11.
shout out Flow 6,
Crazy.
man. It don't matter, man. That nigga trash.
Yeah,
Man,
Shot of Flow
all that
16
shit.
was there.
Unfucking
All
real.
that shit.
Appreciate Trey. Hey, Trey, nothing for Coil Ray or?
Daily shout out.
Nothing for
Got
Keith.
I forgot
Genie
this
out
one
here.
girl I saw. She was caked up for real on my TL. She was bad. She had some curly hair, nice brown skin. Shout out to her one time. She was
Shout out,
looking
man.
mad good.
Definitely.
I forgot her
Did
name.
you say breast?
No, she was looking brown skin. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, gang? Stop playing with me.
Sure.
Shout out to y'all, and let's hope for the best. Austin Reeves. I'm coming
Yo,
for
Zay,
you, man.
this
What
nigga,
happened?
this
Come
nigga
on.
James arguing with the AD stand. I'm dead, bro.
Oh,
So-
also, hold on.
Bro, that's
Also,
it.
I want
That's
to argue the
coward.
stands one more time. Yo, I've been seeing a lot of Kobe stands on my TL recently. Post nothing but their weekly Kobe, LeBron, Jordan
Let him
thing.
cook.
Oh, don't come
Let
that
him
way.
cook.
Yo, I
What's the issue?
understand.
Let them cook.
Yo, Kobe is the guy for the Lakers. I understand that. But are we forgetting that LeBron and Kobe are homies? Why are y'all always trying to pit them against one another? These guys were friends.
Me,
All right?
I mean,
Stop pushing.
Smoke, man, smoke.
me and James
Look,
are
I
homies, but that don't
understand.
mean. All right. So we appreciate you, Trey. Nah, I just think it's funny.
Hey, Trey, we appreciate it.
I just think it's funny.
I'm
So
gonna send.
Zay, we're the only ones that are in the clear. This nigga fucking Chubb want to argue with Rui stands. This nigga James want to argue with AD stands. And then these niggas want to complain about the stands. Bro, y'all niggas are the problem. You niggas. Like y'all niggas are the problem, bro. Do you
They're-
see me and Zay arguing with fucking
It's a
Warriors
build
fans?
up.
I let him get
But
it off.
Rome, you get your
I'm
shit
not
off
gonna
against
argue with
the
a
stands
Warriors
in
nigga.
here.
Like, I don't
But
give
you
a fuck.
Yeah,
but you get
good.
your shit off the stands in here. That's your outlet though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
but
Yeah, I
yeah,
y'all
get
that's
what
niggas
what I'm
off
have,
of
but
saying.
here
y'all niggas
sometimes,
have this, and you're
but
still
documenting
y'all
is
still
good
going
straight.
back and forth with these niggas, bro.
Because they gotta know. They gotta
Nah.
they gotta know.
I've been told y'all what time it is. If these niggas
You
don't
can
want to
get off
come
on
on
an AD
here,
stand. On a Rui stand is
if
crazy.
they don't want to come on
Yeah,
here
fucking
on
hell.
our
No, I
platform
lost that.
and speak their fucking mind, it's not worth
It
entertaining.
doesn't
It's
even
not.
matter what the back and forth the quotes were in the beef. Like the fact that I took time out of my night to argue with a stand of a player that averages 9 points on a season, like I took the
Like
L.
you
Like
took an
it's just
L. That's
simply
what I'm
that.
saying. Like
Like
you took
it's
an L.
literally an L.
And
So
it's
it is what
like
it
this
is.
nigga James is arguing with a nigga. We don't know. This nigga could be 95. We don't even know. A nigga
Sounds
that
like it.
just completely
He said he know
full
more ball.
on,
He
full
forgot
blown
more ball than
homer,
James.
full blown homer, literally arguing with this nigga James, and James has the audacity to keep arguing. Like you niggas are the problem. Like I
I'm rooting
blame
for
y'all.
James.
I don't blame these niggas. I blame the two of you.
Yeah, I'm on James'
I'm
side
rooting. I'm
today.
rooting
I'm
for
not doing
There's
James.
that.
50-year-old versus 50
Of
year old,
course,
man.
I'm a root for James. The same way I root
Facts.
for Chubb. But I'm just saying, y'all niggas are the problem. Like this falls on you.
Well, it was just a one time thing. Like sometimes the frustration gets to a point. You know what I'm saying? Someone's got to say something and then just let
Zay,
it
are you
there.
going
Like I'm
back
not
and
gonna.
forth with a Steph stand that thinks he's better than LeBron? Are you going back and
Nah,
forth?
I'm gonna let him have it. They got it.
I think Zay went at
But
somebody.
not nowadays.
I don't.
Before.
I think I remember a time, kind of a few hours ago, Zay went at a Clipper fan, but that is what it is.
I just feel like we've
Oh,
progressed.
Dime?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
just
hate
feel
that.
like we've
Nah, I'm
progressed
kidding.
past the
I love
need.
Dime. Dime's my guy.
I just feel like we've progressed past the need to like stake our claim
I
on.
agree with you.
You feel
I
me? Like, listen, bro, I can argue with niggas too, but I'm just saying, like, I'm talking like specifically back and forth timeline, quoting each other's tweets, just insult after insult. Like, nigga,
Yeah, I'll just get
like
one
that
tweet
shit
off.
is
I don't
like,
do
what
the
are
back
we
and forth.
doing,
No,
bro? Like,
One tweet.
I agree with everything you're saying, but this has been 50 games of this bullshit over the glorification of these role players. Something had to be said. I got my shit out of my system, and we good.
Facts.
It's
Like, why are
dead.
they AD stands, bro? Niggas role player.
No, I completely agree. Hey, the Hall of Fame question is kind of
hey, but
crazy.
it's just funny because niggas told us
Is it?
literally not even a week ago, bro, you niggas don't say shit about LeBron and AD. You only talk about the role players. And then today, you niggas, bro. Like, can y'all pick a side? Who are we?
Dude,
Like, are we
in
are
our
we the bad
comments,
guys or not, bro?
in our comments right now, like one of the first comments was like, "You guys are talking about AD when Rui and Reeves were like 10 times worse than him."
Yeah, like, bro,
I was
y'all
like,
just
Words right
told
out
"What?"
my mouth.
y'all
I
just
was like,
told us to
"What?"
stop talking
Can't
about Reeves
believe
and
that
Rui,
shit.
bro. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what are we
Figure
supposed
it
to
out.
do?
Like clockwork.
Like, can they all not
That's
be
what I'm
Exactly.
bad?
saying. Like
Yeah,
y'all,
this will be a lot
like this
simpler
is
if that
this is
wasn't
how
the case.
basketball works, bro. These niggas take turns shit in the bed. That's just kind of how it is for every
Facts,
single
bro.
team, all the time, no matter what, bro.
How about this though? How about they go put on the jersey out there and they go out there and let us criticize them and stink it up? Cause I know I'm gonna fuck up.
For the
So I
AD,
don't need
I
you to
don't.
No
I
pat me
don't
on the
doubt.
ever.
back.
I be whatever with the AD point because I
The
be saying
fuck?
You're
this.
not about to sit here and compare me to no
I've been
NBA
saying this
player,
for a
man.
year now that the AD
I will.
love is just because of how bad the hate
I
was. Like
will.
niggas is just trying to get it all back. Like the over love is just because the hate
Wait,
was
hold
so
on, bro.
bad for a year.
This
I
They
don't
getting it
know,
back.
bro.
They
listen.
getting
I
it
know
back.
you.
Nah,
I
I
don't
that
know
give a
you
LA
Zay,
shit.
I
said.
don't know
grind,
Hold
that
on,
about
hold
LA
that,
on. I
Zay,
know you
grinding
because
shit.
said.
Wait, the
like,
hate was so
Roll,
bad for
roll,
what,
roll.
Zay?
For all the shit, the injury shit, just if he ever underperformed the
Oh,
go
last
ahead,
couple
oh,
Zay.
years,
the
it's just been
love is
so
that.
Bro,
bad
Go
roll.
ahead,
I know
Zay.
you
Hold
that
on.
said.
it kind
I
of
know you
the
said
love
move
is just
on, but
crazy. And I got it.
So
I
how
get
can
it,
you blame
bro.
it? Yeah, you can't blame it on the
Yeah,
fans.
I
That's
get it.
fair.
It's whatever. I
Hold
let
on,
it
hold
happen.
on, hold
said.
on.
This
Go ahead,
nigga
Zay.
said. This nigga said. But we won with AD on the court today. That's the issue. Like, how can y'all slander him? Like, nigga, what? We're not talking about on and
Bro,
off court minutes. The nigga genuinely did not have a good
Oh
game today.
my
Why is that
god.
so? Oh my god. I don't even argue with fans like this. It's just the
That's what
dumb
I'm
shit
trying
I
to
That's what
see
I'm
on
tell you,
saying,
Twitter,
bro.
Rome.
bro.
You're
This
Rome,
not
shit
gonna,
got me
I
you're
bet
not
you
fucked
ain't
up.
gonna,
gonna
you're
meet
Rome,
up
you're
with
Nah,
him
I
though,
can't.
you're
You
Jay.
went
not
to
gonna
way
get a
though. That's all right.
rational argument with
Facts.
niggas
but
that
Tell
Rome,
them drop the
You
low.
don't
ain't
think
gonna
niggas
meet
can
up
do
with him.
wrong. Bro, you guys are arguing with niggas that actually believe in their minds that Anthony Davis is not allowed to have a bad game. Like that, like I've
there's no
heard the
winning
same
that.
rhetoric.
I
No. I've heard this.
I think they do it for
Hold
clout
on,
though.
no. I've heard the same rhetoric with Steph. Niggas have told me Steph, it's impossible for Steph to have a bad game because he does so much gravity wise and just like off the ball. Bro, niggas are doing the same thing with Anthony Davis. It's impossible for AD to have a bad game because he does so much defensively. Bro, this isn't true. Like, this is simply not true.
Yeah.
Like, anyone who just objectively watches a sport knows every single athlete is capable and will have a bad game at some point, bro. It is not the end of the fucking world. Nobody got on here and even mention AD having a bad season, having a bad stretch, being a fucking whatever, bro. It's literally a one-off game where the nigga shit the fucking bed, and he did. He wasn't the only one. Like we all mentioned, every single one of us mentioned Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell. The only nigga who actually this game has been absolved the blame is LeBron James. Everybody, and Max Christie. Everybody else did not do
They
as
hate to
good
hear
as
that.
that. And for some reason, that is still an issue. We've gone down the
100%.
laundry list of every nigga that has been blamed that should have some semblance of blame, and it is still a problem. Yet you niggas, I'm talking to Shub and James, want to
Bruh.
fucking argue with these niggas that don't give
Yes,
you
man.
actual logic. It's just like, bro, they don't think the nigga that they're arguing for does wrong. So how could you think you're gonna get that out of them? Do you think they're gonna be like, you know what, James?
No,
You're
I don't think we're
AD had a
expecting
bad
anything
game
out of
today.
it.
You're right, bro. My bad. You're right. Because you said this, I think AD did have a bad. That's not gonna happen, bro.
And some of the points are funny. Like some of his points are rooted in. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on it is that the whole on and off. Like obviously we're gonna be better with him on the court, and he's going off a 5-minute sample size where I don't even know who was on the floor in those 5 minutes. And the constant. I'm reading that tweet where it says that the Lakers were on pace. AD was great because we were on pace to give up 240 points. In the time we weren't giving up 240. I don't know even what does that even mean.
The Lakers,
We're not giving up 240.
Like, what the fuck are
You're
you
bro, the
projecting
saying
Lakers
right
were
now?
on pace. Hold on.
Dog,
This
you
is gonna blow
scored
you guys'
all
mind.
this to
This
make
is actually gonna
excuses
blow your
and win the
mind. Hold on, bro.
stands?
The Lakers
Jesus
were on
Christ.
pace to actually beat the Phoenix Suns when Max Christie was on the floor. He had the highest plus minus on the team. He was the only positive in the game. He literally is probably the reason why we didn't win. If he would have been in the game, we would have won. Do you understand how stupid I sound? Do you understand that like I sound like a fucking idiot when I actually repeat that and say that? That's the type of shit you're arguing with. It doesn't make sense, bro. Like stop trying to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's just what it is.
Nah, that's over and done
It's
with.
what it is.
James, we salute. Hopefully, you get the last word.
You said
we gotta move on.
who wrong? One more
No,
time.
I'm done after
At
this.
this
Man.
point,
It's
just keep regular,
ridiculous.
nigga. That is what it is. Like, there's nothing you can really do, bro.
I don't want to hear no more Christie slander, or I'm getting that LA bound nigga on you.
You
I
dropped
like
the
that.
name. That's
Did he
crazy.
score
I
10
like that
today?
trade off. He had
Nah,
5
OMC
minutes.
know
How the
Abby
fuck
is
you get
training.
it
I
to
didn't
him?
Minutes?
realize
How the fuck
OMC
you
has
get
the
it scored
taco shop
10? He got
AD
5
Abby.
minutes.
You can't get 10 in
Taco
5
shop
minutes.
AD
You in
Abby
my
after
DM
one
right
bad
now
game.
Not a
talking
real
about
score
shit.
for real.
Let's
Talking
go
about.
keep this
Wait,
nigga.
If he
bro,
dominated those
Taco
5
shop
minutes, he
AD
would have stayed
Abby
on the
after
court.
one bad game. Really, nigga?
Yeah, you
Really?
crazy, bro.
He making us
Don't let
tacos
Bron have a
tonight.
bad
You
game.
want some?
I swear to God, OMC. Don't let
It
this
ain't
nigga
even
Bron have a
Tuesday.
stinker. Don't
Yeah, I
let him
swear to
have a
God.
stinker.
You want?
Don't let him have a
Oh, if he throw up
don't let him
another
have a
stinker, I'm
Bron,
getting in my AI
I'm
bag, my
sending you
Nike
the
Bron
stop,
averaged
Bron
30
bro.
after
AI.
the
The
All-Star break.
Tiger
Bron
Ball.
dropping,
I'm gonna have this
Bron
nigga
dropping
sweater.
19 on 7-20
I'm
shooting
sending
against
you the
Milwaukee,
Bron AI
and we'll see what
immediately, OMC.
happens.
I'm sending it to you immediately when this nigga.
I haven't seen one
Hey,
LeBron AI, and
Trey,
his AI's been
yo, Trey,
They know not to play with
I
my
will
dog.
create one, bro. I will create one just for
Trey,
the stinker, bro.
That shit
You
don't
want
even work.
green
You put
onions
his
on
name in
yours,
the
Trey?
AI
What you
machine, the
cut?
shit just break.
yeah, shit. Oh, that's kind of
Yeah,
lazy.
I want green onions on
Shout out to
mine, bro.
Rich.
Trey,
Green
we
onions?
appreciate it. We'll get the
Okay.
research team on the shout out you wanted to give to that one woman. We don't know who that is, but in your description we'll take it. We're gonna keep it moving though. Gas, you
A
have something to
B?
add?
What happened?
You have something to add? Your hand was
You
up.
said, can you get
Your
what?
hand was up.
Oh,
Your hand was up, homie. You want
What's
to say
up? I'm
something?
on. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say, feel me? Green Goose done reached 200 fucking members, dog. We done reached 200 members in less than a week. We started this shit, what, like 4 days ago? 3-4 days ago? And we already at 200 members.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rome. Shout out to James. Shout out to Sert. I think Shub in there. I think I seen his name in there. But
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out
in
to my
there.
nigga Shub too, bro. Goddamn, oh, boy, just wait. FanDuel, March 11th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Niggas is gonna eat for real. I'm gonna keep it a band. Player props is not my thing. That's more like James and Rome, that's their thing. But the money lines and the spreads, we gonna fucking eat, dog. I'm telling you. Green
Especially
Goons, Lake Show, coaches there, you are.
Discord in the jumbo. Appreciate everyone who joined that. We're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna go to Duke Nation. Go ahead, Duke Nation. Your thoughts on the game, and then we gotta kind of go with these speakers so we can get out of here.
I mean, like, bro, I'm past blaming Anthony Davis, LeBron, Austin Reeves. When are we gonna, as a fan base on the timeline, look at Rob Pelinka? What has Rob Pelinka done since he's been here? Can somebody explain? He
Look back at us.
nothing. He's done nothing. He's done nothing. When are we gonna hold him accountable? If you want to be fucking honest, really, since Kobe's retirement game, We've been a mediocre franchise. Literally, since 2012, we've been the worst fucking franchise, and that's saying a lot. If you take away that COVID ring, we've literally been a fucking how do you explain? We've been a play-in team, an 8th seed, 9th seed. We're the fucking Lakers, and we're happy with a fucking Western Conference Finals trip. Oh yeah, you get a contract. You get a contract. You don't go get you don't try to get Kyrie Irving. You don't even get a meeting. You don't get a free agent meeting with any of these guys. I'm so sick and tired of Rob Pelinka wasting LeBron's prime careers. Think about this: LeBron is 40 fucking years old, and he's giving his all every single night just for this nigga to say we have fucking untouchables. I just watched the fucking. I literally counted. I swear to God, while we were talking, 7 teams in the West have made moves. Literally, the Timberwolves got Rudy Gobert. Fucking Warriors went to go get Chris Paul. Hold on, let me go actually look. Yeah, Warriors went to go get Chris Paul. The Clippers, everybody said we don't have enough. They went to go get Russ and James Harden. How? And you're telling me Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura and all these niggas are untouchable? JHS is unfucking touchable? Really? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, when is Rob Pelinka going to be called to the stand and answer for his actions? Why the fuck are you still trying to draft players in the LeBron era? Why? You know he does not like to play with rookies. I'm not mad at the Max Christie pick because he's actually been somewhat decent. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm watching teams say we don't have enough, and they're adding. We're not doing that. How? We got LeBron and AD, and we all we have to show for this shit is a fucking 2020 COVID ring when we were off 3.5 months. We don't have shit to show for the LeBron era. How does LeBron go everywhere else? We are probably the best franchise he's ever been with, and all we got to fucking show for him is fucking Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura every fucking night. Every night I have to watch Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves play basketball because they had a good fucking Western Conference Finals. By the way, which we got swept in. We didn't even go 7 games. We said because we got swept, we were one step away from winning the championship. So we're settling with average now? We're the Lakers, so we're settling with average? Man, get the fuck out of here. This team is not going anywhere. I don't give a fuck about this season. It's done. It's over. LeBron is probably looked past this season. He's focused on probably getting Bronny over here so he can play one last season with his son. It's over, bro. We can complain all we want to. We can do all we want. As long as Rob Pelinka is running shit. And let's bring this up too, by the way. How are the Clippers in a better state than us? How? They've been little brother for as long as I can remember, they've been little brother. How do they get 2 Laker guys over there? By the way, y'all love Genie and all y'all love these former Lakers. Let's talk about how Ty Lue's a former Laker and Jerry West. How have they made the Clippers a better franchise? The team that they despised when they were playing in the league. How have they made them a better franchise? They've literally said, okay, again, Paul George and Kawhi, we y'all don't have enough. Let's go get you Russ. Let's go get you James. Let's go get you Norman Powell. Let's go get you Mason Plumlee. Let's go get you Zubac. Think about that. How don't we add any of those players? We don't add one of them? How? And you're telling me that despite all of this, I have to live with Spencer Dinwiddie because we got him on a fucking buyout? So essentially what you're telling me, Rob Pelinka, is that, oh, you weren't going to make a move anyway. We just got blessed as my bad. We just got blessed that Spencer Dinwiddie wanted to come here because he's from here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Something needs to change and it has to start up there. Once up there is fixed, then I will start thinking about the team on the floor. Other than that, bro, I'm not worried about no fucking trade 3 months from now. Why does that matter? Why are y'all worried about a trade 3 months from now with 3 firsts and fucking assets? Why didn't you trade that now? I don't even know if LeBron is gonna be here next season. The motherfucker can wake up and say, "I don't want to be here anymore." So now what? We got Anthony Davis and nothing else. Do you really think Anthony Davis just wants to go back to what he was doing with the Pelicans? Yeah, running pick and rolls with fucking Austin Reeves and Spencer Dinwiddie. Yay! The fuck out of here, man. This team is not this. This franchise has literally been ruined, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't. I really don't. They have to get non in there. They have to because these people do not know what they're doing, and it's been since Kobe's left. Literally, every head coach has been bad. Every GM has been bad. Every single one, from Mitch to this nigga, they have not made moves to supplement their stars ever at all. They get fucking bailed out because you got LeBron and da 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 shit like that. A Western Conference Finals run. Yeah, all right, man. Like I said, we're gonna be the 10th seed and have to fucking play the first round. So you're gonna go from playing the Golden State Warriors, possibly the Suns, and now you gotta do a 7-game series with the fucking Timberwolves. Yay. That's our reward for this season.
Hey, Duke Nation, we really appreciate it. And I mean, obviously, in dire losses like this, we have a tendency to look at everybody because I think everyone's held accountable. I think you just did that with the Rob Pelinka point, which I don't think you're off base with at all. The Spencer Dinwiddie signing, even though nobody said it was a bad signing, it could only help us. It's not helping right now with how he's recently playing, so he's got to get it together no matter what the rotations are, if he's trying to find his groove or whatever the case is. And yeah, Rob's not looking too hot right now, especially after standing on business, doing nothing at the deadline. So it's kind of crazy right now.
Bro, James, I just seen some of them tweets on the timeline. Jesus Christ, bro.
Like, bro, that's what I'm
we won
telling
the
you.
game.
Like, anything, I
Nah, I'm
can't
dead.
respond to that.
I'm dead.
No fucking
We won the game
accountability
with
for the
81.
Wasn't he
plan.
a -2 too? I don't think we
Boy, I
technically
don't know how
lost.
you're
that-
slandering him. Like,
This nigga
what?
said, yo, if this nigga AD didn't play,
Like, yeah, y'all
Man,
got it
let's
though.
just jump him.
nah,
That's
fucked up.
crazy. No, it's
Yeah,
nuts.
that nigga dropped the low.
Duke Nation, you're speaking on
I ain't
something.
dropping no
You're
lows.
speaking on something that
Pause.
pause, nigga.
Low, not low.
That was Zay. That
I
wasn't.
said low.
Nah.
Whoa.
You're getting
I
silenced for that.
low.
You're getting
Oh my god.
you're silenced for that. You're silenced for that. Nah, Duke, you're
Drop the
speaking on
low. It's good.
Duke Nation is speaking on something that unreal. Duke Nation is speaking on something that I think is going to be highlighted a lot more probably at the end of the year because me and Chubb actually had this argument with Zay and James a while ago where it's like during the course of the season, front offices don't usually get blamed until you see the finished product and like the last part of everything, like with the way the season panned out, what moves they made, what moves they didn't make. And so I think when this season ends, obviously Darvin will be held accountable for it and whatever that means, but more importantly, I think that's when we'll start to see the questions about Rob Pelinka kind of surface again because we can't act like going into the season, Rob wasn't being praised for all the moves that we're literally shitting on him for right now. So I think after the season ends, we'll start to see that accountability kind of be like, okay, wait, you are the reason these things happen, essentially. So, like,
I'll
what are you
say
gonna do about it?
it'll be different for me because of I'm not going to slander him on the moves of the offseason because at the moment, a lot of them we haven't even really got to like Vanderbilt and Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent. Like a lot of some of these impact signings haven't even just played enough to
Right,
where
right.
that's not his fault. I'll get on him, and what people should really get on him for is the lack of trying to fix this when you were aware
Yeah,
that these things are now a super problem and you had an opportunity to.
like,
That's the biggest thing.
what Rob essentially tried to do is stand on business, right? Like he made the signings,
Yeah.
he did all the things he's gonna do, but when shit started to go left, instead of trying to pivot and be like, okay, whatever, bro, I can fix this marginally, right? He decided that nah, I'm gonna double down, I'm gonna buy into this, and I'll make a little move right here on the margin with the Spencer Dinwiddie, but overall, I'm gonna let this shit play out, and obviously that's gonna end up being the wrong move, no matter what happens throughout the course of the season, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
And depending on how Genie views it, it could very be like a job preservation thing where if
Oh
I
yeah,
don't do anything with the injuries, bro, I can always land on bro. These niggas wasn't
yeah,
healthy, like
yeah.
so. I mean, we don't
And
really know if my
even
shit
if
was
the
right or wrong
Lakers
because
went
niggas
on
went
a
other.
23 game winning streak, went to the finals, fucking won the finals. I still don't think standing pat and essentially not doing anything was the right move. Like I don't
Yeah.
because it was such a
Yeah, not at
big
all.
gamble that like you essentially needed so many things to go perfectly like perfect in your favor to get to where you're supposed to get to when all you really had to do was make trades, here or there. It's not like we're trading Anthony Davis or LeBron. We're trading role players for more players. Like it's not like no matter how
The
you feel
process
about
was wrong, but the result just
right.
we just happened to be do well, but the process still
Yeah.
wasn't right.
Like there's a reason why you made the trades last year and then went to the Western Conference Finals because that was the right thing to do. It made the most sense. Like you improved on what you needed to improve upon, and you kind of, essentially saved the season. And that's why he got that credit, and he should have gotten the credit. But like now, when you had a chance to kind of fix, because it's not like he made some astronomical mistakes, but it's like, yeah, you didn't really do enough, and it didn't really pan out the way we all saw, and you still could have fixed that. But now you're kind of making it snowball into something worse, especially if the Lakers end up missing the playoffs. Once they miss the playoffs, now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you fucked up big time,
But
right?
this is
When
this
it
is
could have
this is
been
my
fixed
issue. This is my
And
issue
last
with
year's deadline, real quick, so last year's deadline too. It's he has to get credit. Like that obviously was a great
for
move that
sure, for
Westbrook
sure.
trade, but he was backed in a corner to where he had to really. That was something he absolutely
but
had to do because
also
we
but
knew we wasn't
Yeah,
going nowhere if we didn't trade the
but
nigga.
what's
Like
all
this
right.
year, it's much of more of like a you technically could not trade players and we technically could still be okay. Like depending on the help that some of these guys getting back and shit. Like we could
You need
we
a
could be okay.
miracle.
Like
You need a
technically, yeah,
miracle,
yeah, yeah.
but
But it's not
it's not
impossible. Like we
impossible.
technically
Yeah,
could be okay.
right.
I
I
think
think what they're trying to do, bro, and I think I can say this with ultimate transparency. They're trying to show LeBron that he don't run shit, bro. I think they're
but
trying.
what does that get you?
I
What does that
don't know.
prove?
I have no fucking idea because we all know what happens when LeBron leaves a
That
team.
does nothing.
I mean, but Jane, I'm not saying in a bad way, but they're trying to show that they're trying to plan for life after LeBron. Clearly, they're trying to do that to be because there's no reason that
You already did that. You
these
got
role players
Anthony
shouldn't be on
Davis
this team.
signed for 5 years.
But I don't know because again, I
I
just thought
think they'd be scared to. I think they're just not in very big fans of
Like
marginal things. I
the
think they just really like the
the
big shit,
swing, the swings. Yeah.
the
No,
big swings. I
I
think
don't.
they
The
really like
Duke.
the big
Duke.
swings.
My problem with that logic is we've seen and heard too many times, even from LeBron's side, that like the partnership is something that like they're in it together. Like they
They
want the team
value.
to work. Like and whether or not I'm gonna believe the front office, I'm gonna believe LeBron and his people on their word more than honestly more than I believe in Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss. If LeBron James, if Rich Paul is saying, "Yo, look, we appreciate the partnership we have. We hope we can keep this going." I don't think the Lakers would essentially behind their back to be like, nah, but we still gonna stick it to you, pause, and tell you like, nah, this is our shit. This ain't your shit. I don't think it's that type of power dynamic. I just think the Lakers are kind of. I think they just to Zay's point. I think they galaxy brain shit. I think they think, nah, bro. If we hold out now, we'll be able to do this even more. And maybe they're trying to sell LeBron on that. Maybe they're trying to sell AD on that. And like whether or not they think it'll work or whatever, I do think that there is some level of cooperation, even from LeBron. I know we don't want to believe that because we're sitting here like LeBron, they're fucking you over, dog. But I think LeBron James has something to say in some of this, just in regards to the idea of like he's not left out in the dark, right? Like he's not. We know he's not. Like that's not a thing. So I don't
We
think.
know he a fan of the big moves too. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
part of
But
the
yeah,
other big move.
exactly. So I don't think that they're trying to like put it to LeBron James and essentially do shit in spite of him to kind of make him know his place. I don't view it that way. Just because I feel like LeBron and if that was the case, I don't think LeBron would go for that. Like I seriously don't. I don't think Rich Paul would go for that. These niggas are way too calculated and honestly way too powerful to take that level of disrespect because that's disrespectful. I don't think that's the case. I really don't.
Yeah, and also to the point too, like you got to think about it from LeBron's perspective. Like you don't think he wants to denounce that narrative in the first place. That like I don't want to run shit. I don't want people to think I run shit. I play. I'm here to play, and I'm here to win championships and control what's on the court. As long as y'all take care of me and take care of my vision of wanting to win at all costs, we're always going to be in good standing. And to him, in his perspective, everything we've heard so far, that is the case. So there is a level of understanding, even from LeBron, if we deduce it and say, if we just compare, if we just add 2 + 2, that there was a level of, we're fine with not doing anything at the deadline from LeBron's mind as well. Otherwise, you would have heard some discontentment. And I think, when the team starts to get healthy, and LeBron mentions it every fucking post game, we're not healthy. That it always goes back to the injuries. I think he truly means that as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of layers to it.
And maybe
Go ahead.
it's not a big fish thing, but more of which we've heard them say before too. Because of the AD trade and other the Westbrook trade and shit like that, we only have X amount of assets, which we kind of have more, but whatever. That's kind of how it's viewed. Is that whatever we do, especially using a first when we don't have a ton or as many as other teams, it has to be like some real meaningful shit. Like it can't be no Royce O'Neal or no DF. It's got to be like a real like player, like DeJounte Murray, Trae Young, one of these
Because
like superstar players, because we don't necessarily have the shit that other teams have and all these assets that are.
Yeah,
Even though
Austin Reeves.
we low key have built it up a little bit, but still.
And part of the reason they think like that, because they're thinking from a business and organization perspective too. Like stars bring the money and stars bring the tickets in the seats and the season ticket holders. So like the big names, I'm not saying like they've only shown the ability to sign, these all-star caliber players, and like they've definitely signed role players, which they do every summer. But that's sort of their mindset too, because they have to think from another perspective as well, from the city of Los Angeles as well. Like what's going to sell seats and bring people,
like
to the games.
We've yet since Westbrook trade, we've yet to really, except maybe the Westbrook trade, really spend on a role player super crazy. Like Rui was what, 2 seconds? Like Mo Bamba was just
3.
Patrick Beverly. What's his name? Beasley came in the big Westbrook trade. Like we don't really use a lot of assets to get some of these marginal players for.
And what I was going to say to the last point y'all were talking about is one thing I will get on Rob about is like the fake promises almost, and just pushing things back, because we've identified already in the past, we've talked about this ad nauseum, pushing things back, the timeline back. People always forget, and I always say this, the Westbrook trade, as great as it was, and it's my favorite trade of all time, that was 6 months late. Like that cannot be taken away from what happened and changed the course of our season. That was 6 months late. We should have never been 2-10 to begin with last season, and we almost punted that season. Something similar that's going on this season as well. So like, constantly moving things back because you don't find the right deal, and in the moment you're not punting the season because you have to come out with these fake confidence that we're happy and content with what we got. We've believed that this team can win a championship. We haven't won one in 4 years. That continued fake confidence is essentially punting the season without telling the fans you're punting the season, because you're not showing the substantial and the face value moves to go get championship level assets that can help you build toward a championship, or even be in the hunt with so-called contenders during the fight right now called this season. So that's my thing with Rob, is that you low key are pushing back these kinds of things, especially after the Westbrook trade, the 22 trade deadline, the 22 offseason, the 23 trade deadline. A lot of delays have been going on because you're waiting for the right move. That's just unacceptable, because you're essentially giving seasons away using hindsight. So it's just not acceptable to me. And so like in this situation right now, again, we're delaying moves we should have done at the trade deadline for something bigger in Trae Young, where if that doesn't happen, and we've had shit not happen that we were planning to do already, because we were planning to trade Westbrook in August, and that got pushed back to February. So this is a pattern which is not okay as a Laker fan to be able to do, because urgency is also part of the goal of winning championships. How you win championships day in and day out and decade and out and stay relevant is through urgency and adjusting to the times. So I hope Rob can do that. He didn't do it this trade deadline. Let's just pray and be on our fucking knees, I guess, for Trae Young, that he becomes a Laker, because that's the only thing saving this team, and his plan and hopefully his job is acquiring Trae Young. So
Which is crazy, because in reality, and I'll be super fucking quick, but like,
go ahead.
If we get Trae Young, right, or we get DeJounte, like, what the fuck? So all the role players that these niggas are crying about keeping are now going to be traded regardless. So what the fuck? Like, we're just in the same position, and niggas still we're fucking dying on the cross over these role players for no reason, no matter
Right.
what. Even if we get
Right.
Especially
the
Trae
big
Young.
star, it makes even less sense. Like it's
If
just
you get Trae
No
Young,
doubt.
you sending everybody.
that's
Anything
what I'm
that's
saying.
tradable, you've got to trade. Like,
That nigga
bro,
And,
Austin gone. Shit, Vando might be gone. Like that's shit, bro.
literally everybody. Like,
Might
and
be
that
you'd
everybody.
be lucky to keep a Vando. You'd be praying, bro. Can we
You pray
please
to God
at
you keep
least
Vando.
keep Vando like we
Pray
kept
to God
Kuzma
you
and
keep
AD
Vando
trade?
on the team.
Yeah.
and to Rome's point again, like the last thing we'll say before we go to speakers is just again, it's the funniest thing because those role player these guys who are like insanely passionate about our role players and great for their development are probably going to stay Laker fans when we acquire the shiny new toy in Trae Young and be Laker
Yep,
fans next year. So it's
exactly.
just the funniest thing how shit
That
works.
nigga's not
It's
going to
like,
Atlanta.
yeah,
Oh, you already know. All they're gonna do is change their profile pic, throw
100%.
Vooch on the side
Train a
of their
Laker
name,
jersey,
and
yeah,
kick it.
100%.
It's gonna be over with.
Yeah, I know one Rui fan that wasn't a
It's gonna
fan
be a
until
billion trade day accounts on fucking.
I
That
know.
I bet you that Rui nigga didn't know who Rui was until that nigga
I
got
was
flexed. I don't
literally
care.
just we have literal proof a Rui fan on the
Yeah, I
timeline
didn't
Fucking
either.
wasn't a
weirdos. You
Rui
niggas are
fan
weird.
since January 2023, and you guys can look up when Rui got traded to the Lakers. We got to move on this discussion. Appreciate it, Duke Nation. We're gonna keep it moving. Oh, Blizzy, you been waiting for a minute. Appreciate you, dog. What'd you make of tonight's loss? Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a nasty loss, to be honest. This win. I mean, my bad. I'm fucking tweaking. This loss is definitely gonna make or break us coming forward from now on. But yeah, especially on that Clippers game coming up Wednesday. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need that win because if we don't win that game, bro, this season's slowly gonna turn back to like how it was like a month ago, where we were just fucking struggling. And it's like, damn. We're here sitting, game watching, fucking other teams praying to God they fucking lose. Like right now on the TLC fucking Warrior and the Warriors trying to beat the Nuggets right now. We're here just praying
They're
for
getting
that too.
fucking fried by
And then you
Jamal
got
Murray, by the way.
then you had the Bulls and Pelicans, and then it's like and the Mavs just lost today. So it's like, damn. We're here fighting for play-in spots for the last 3 years now. And it's like, dude, the front office has been just so fucking delusional. It's like, bro, are we even fucking serious anymore? It's like
That's
we
so
just want,
depressing. That's so depressing to hear out loud, oh, Blizzy, that we've been fighting for playing spots the last 3 years. Go ahead, bro.
bro. It's like we won that 2020. It was like, yeah, let's like stop fucking around. And I'm a huge LeBron fan, but like, dude, I hate watching this guy play so hard. And like, this dude's literally on his like last fucking tank. So he probably has like a good few years on him left to even play at this level. And it's like, bro, we are wasting so much fucking time on him. And then we have like he even brought over Anthony Davis too. Like I've been watching the Lakers for a long ass time too. Like fuck. We've been in a drought for like fucking 10 years before he even came here. And if he never even came here, like, bro, I don't even know where the fuck we'd be at right now. It would be probably really bad right now too. But yeah, we are we're just in the same shit again. Like, bro, maybe a little better, but it's like, bro, it's just the same fuck shit. I don't really know what to say. It's like, bro. But I'll talk about the game, and I'll talk about more about the other things. But yeah, the game, we were just really horrible on that corner defense, and we kept doubling and trapping KD plus Booker, and it just lets those role players do whatever the fuck they want. We had Grayson Allen, fucking Hayden Curry range. Are you kidding me? Like, I was so fucking pissed when he hit that 40 bomb on us. I was like, there's no way. And then we got guys like Royce O'Neal cooking us from the corner, 20 and 10. The guy had a double-double. He had, 1 point last game against Houston? And then he fucking shows up and just cooks the fuck out of us. It's like, bro, I don't understand this team. They're day and night, and they're just fucking unserious most of the time. And then we keep talking about the trade talks and all that. Like, bro, Rob Pelinka, like that one Instagram or that one pic of him on the phone, bro, saying he's been making calls all day. The nigga hasn't done shit. We just did a buyout with fucking Din Shitty Homeless Man. Are you kidding me? What the fuck are we actually trying to do with this team? We're running it back, obviously, because they're so fucking confident we could actually do something this year. We're sitting on the fucking 10th spot. Under with the Warriors, Kings, Pelicans, and Mavs. We're fighting to get to a playoff spot once again. We have not been top 4 consistently for like years, bro. And Lakers fans have been so frustrated with this. Like, bro, this is not who we are as a franchise. It's just really hard to watch this over and over. And then speaking of like the trailer, we've seen so many teams get so much better. We even let so many fucking superstar players or like really good star players and role players just walk fucking right past us. Like, bruh. Like some of you guys mentioned, like, we kept Reeves over fucking Kyrie. Do you know how abysmal that was, bro? Like we're here thinking Reeves is a Kyrie fucking caliber player. And it's like, yo, like what the fuck are we really doing at this point? Like, I don't know if we're just milking the stars for their money at this point. We're getting old. And we don't know when LeBron and AD are going to lead to. Because when those two eventually aren't even here anymore at this point, what the fuck do we have now? What? Fucking the Untouchables? We don't even know how their future is going to go either. It's going from on here. We're unhealthy. Our front office is fucked. And this season is just the same thing again. It's just a slightly better, but it's just, we're just on the same bullshit again. So now we're here trying to go for playoff hopes with a hard-ass schedule. And it's like, dude, our next games are just insane. It's like, dude, if we really want to get to a really good spot and try something for a run again, we're going to have to, like, just fucking play our hardest. And this team needs to be locked in. And then if we're trying to go for, like, seedings, bro, try and fight for the 8th spot, because it looks like we're going to fight for most of the 7 and 8 once again. We're going to have to either match up with a team like the Wolves or even better OKC. Because if we match up with teams like the fucking Nuggets or like maybe even the Clippers, that's just gonna be, you can probably guarantee we're probably not gonna get that. And it's like we're just making life harder for ourselves to even do anything. So you just have to pray to God we get a fucking nice matchup in that first round and just pray we make a deep run this time if our guys are fully healthy. Because last year we were not healthy, but this time even if we get them all back, shit, we don't even know. You have to pray. I've been saying this the whole time. You just gotta hope these guys get fucking lucky because we just need luck at this point now.
Yeah, we need more than luck. We need prayer. We need miracle. We need
Facts. We need God, nigga.
bro. Listen, bro.
Start.
Somebody need to rub Lee
I'm gonna start
head.
going to the temple weekly. For
I
you
know
guys,
nobody
so
wants to hear this shit right now. But goddamn, this nigga Jokic has a triple double in the first 8 minutes in the third quarter. Like this nigga's
This is what we talk about with Golden State.
We definitely didn't want to hear
Dick
that.
eating Golden State, bro. You see the timeline, bro. These niggas, bro. The Warriors is back. These niggas down
Hey,
10
bro,
like
niggas.
that.
Niggas
bro,
said
my
the
Warriors
Warriors
are
back
back.
and they got fucking
I
shit on.
also want to
Like,
ask
Two
something
getting
for
fucking
too.
shit on right now.
Does
God
does
damn,
anybody
fucking niggas.
see?
Niggas
Does
Go ahead,
anybody
down
Brandon.
see
10
how?
just like that.
Does anybody see how KCP is just like turned himself around? We had this nigga, and we traded him for Russ.
He was
Yeah.
Think
ass, bro.
about that.
But yeah,
He was always
you're
that.
right.
We just put the
I,
hot
He had
rod
his
on niggas.
moments
Put the
for the
hot lamp
Lakers.
on niggas.
He had
like
his
I
moments for
don't.
the Lakers, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. If we would ended up trading that nigga for Buddy Hield, I would not have been mad. I'm sorry. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. If we would have got Buddy Hield, cool. We chose to get fucking Russ, bro, and that shit blew up, bro.
the Russ
I
trade
think
was
it's
just
just the
so bad, bro.
the
That
average
Russ shit
level of
set us back
him
for
and
4
Danny Green
years.
and niggas like that on defense. We just don't have no more to be
Like,
just like
I don't
fuck.
The
know
height,
how
bro. The height.
there's
Yeah.
certain things in the league. Like, I actually don't know how Rob wasn't fired immediately after that season after the Russ trade. Like, that was because,
Yeah.
like, even if you think about the permutations of the trade, bro, like, dog, it's not just like, all right, whatever, bro. You gave up KCP, bro. You gave up a first round pick. You gave up Kyle Kuzma. Like, nigga, you actually had to give like legit shit up because you needed the salary. But we gave away like actual guys.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
Who
crazy
why
wasn't
part.
fired
you
today,
treated
bro?
these niggas we really needed as just
Oh, you
salary
talking about
fillers.
And
Rob?
threw in a
Like Jesus
first. You gave
Christ,
him
bro.
a
But here's
Hey,
the
all,
problem,
first.
though. But
You
here's the
gave him a
problem,
first.
and no one wants to talk about this. No one wants to talk about this. But that Russell Westbrook trade was so damning. It was so toxic of a bad trade for the Lakers that now they're looking at niggas like Rui and Austin Reeves as if those dudes are the championship help that we gave away in the Rush trade. So
Yeah.
now when there's a chance to go get a nigga like DeJounte, it's like, oh no, Austin's off the table. When there's a chance to go get niggas like Royce and Dorian, it's like, oh no, Lowe's off the table. Like, you know, like niggas are like, well, but we're gonna need the playmaking. Like, we're gonna need this nigga. Like, this nigga stamped in the fourth quarter of games. Like, he plays well against with LeBron. It's like, nah, dog. Like, you're getting this shit confused. Yeah, we fucked up by not signing an Alex Caruso. Yeah, we fucked up by trading KCP and Kuz. That doesn't mean you don't trade Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura if there's fucking better talent that you can upgrade. I think that's how bad the Russell Westbrook trade is, because even now we talk about how, bro, the Lakers don't want to give up too much. They don't want to give up too much because they gave up so much in that Russ trade. I really think like they're kind of like PTSD. I really believe that. Like I truly think that's a fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hey, you
This
want?
been
it's
30
correlated.
minutes worth of bail though. I'm not gonna
Hey,
lie.
y'all know what?
30 minutes straight.
Y'all want to know something
All
funny?
bail.
Kyle
But
Kuzma is a better player than Rui Hachimura, and it's not even an argument anymore.
it's not even close.
I don't
You
even
Nah,
think
It's
it
he's
was
not
an
even
by
close,
argument.
far a
bro.
better
I don't
player.
even think it
It's
was an
not even
argument
close.
when we got Rui though. Like I don't even
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
it
it
It's
was.
wasn't.
it's
He wasn't better when
actually
we got him.
sad.
It's just
It's
we just
actually
Cause
needed
at
a
least
nigga.
Kuz fucked the rebound. Shit.
my
Kuz was
Kuzma.
throwing his spot in Washington.
Kuz
And it's
averages
funny.
20. It's so funny. He averages 20. He averages 22 and 7.
I'm sorry, bro.
Come
I'm sorry.
on,
We're
we
Ever
got
since,
we're
fucked in
cooked.
that
We're
trade.
cooked after
They
that
bent us
hey,
over and fucked us, bro.
listen, bro.
Pause.
The funniest thing is, bro. Ever since he got Rui, been chasing that aura since he got to LA, and Kyle Kuzma still has that in fucking Washington, and didn't even come close, bro. And is the better
That's
player,
why
bro.
it's
It's the
crazy.
funniest
Kuzma,
shit.
I mean, Rui stands is crazy, bro. That nigga averaged 9 points. Kuzma, we always said that nigga was awful, and he always was averaging like 11, I think, for
16,
us.
6.
He
No, he
was,
had
yeah.
13, 16.
I'm
Well, in his
thinking
rookie
out
year, yeah,
loud.
he was going crazy,
I'm
but
thinking
even
out loud.
Especially
LeBron, he
with
was like,
Bron, he was averaging 18.
Let's say the trade.
yeah.
Let's say the Trae Young shit
Man,
falls.
y'all know what Rui been out here doing,
Oh,
man.
hold on.
Hold on.
Hey, you
I
might
have
be
it pulled
right.
up right. I have
That
it pulled up right here.
preseason
I swear to
prediction.
God, bro.
Go ahead.
His first year of Kyle, 16. Second year, 19. Third year, 13. Like what? And I got to deal with Rui giving me fucking 5
Yeah,
points
that's
a
And you
night.
crazy,
got to be
bro.
okay with
Looking
that.
back,
What?
the
Duke
worst
Nation,
the
you got to
worst
be okay with
Kuzma
that,
What?
by
ever
the way. You
averaged
have
is
to be okay with
13.
that. You
And
have to be
Kuzma
What
okay
the
never
with that.
fuck are
But
we
and niggas talk about
here's
doing?
Rui
You
not
have to
being
be
here's
okay
useful.
with
where
that
Kuzma.
Kuzma
Hold
because
never
on.
he
started,
didn't
bro.
get enough
Kuzma
minutes.
was
Here's where the
never a
Kuzma
starter.
argument dies. Here's where it dies for me. Okay, so Kyle Kuzma, right? He makes more money than Rui, so like obviously, and their roles are like whatever. Like my difference with Kyle Kuzma is that Kyle Kuzma is gonna have a game where he gives you 12 rebounds in a fucking night.
Absolutely.
He has a game where his floor, Kuzma's floor, is 5, 6, 7 rebounds in a game. And that's if the
On
shot's
me.
not falling. That's if he's not like actually like making good passes. That's if he's not guarding in space. Because niggas forgot when Rui was in LA. I mean, sorry, when Kuzma was in LA, the nigga was guarding, bro. We had the nigga on tough assignments, and he under Vogel, he played pretty solid defense. Listen, he was awful in playoff settings. I don't know what it was. We needed him as our third option, and he just couldn't do that. But if you told me in the summer the Trae Young shit flops, okay, and there's a way you can go get a nigga like Kuz, maybe go try and spin the block with DeJounte, because now you got hella picks, right? You could probably go get Kuzma and DeJounte, maybe. I mean, let's see. If you can go get like them two niggas, bro, I'm just saying, like, you might be talking about a team that like could be very viable if you can't get the third star. Like, if you bring someone like Kuz back, I know for a fact, that nigga would come back to the Lakers. Like that was not even a question. Like he would
He was trying
absolutely
for a
come back
whole
to the
year,
Lakers.
and
If
it
you
just
go,
didn't work out.
I'm just saying, bro, you go get DeJounte and Kuzma, like
But Kuz, hey, don't Kuz make a good? Kuz make like what
you make 25.
25?
You make 25.
Yeah,
Nigga, Rui make
make a
18.
little bit. Rui do
Yeah,
make it.
yeah.
Damn,
Like, bro,
Rui
we
used to
Man,
act
make
like Rui don't
18,
make
bro.
million.
money.
And
18,
this is
bro. I'm
the
telling
team
you.
that
Looks worse
this is
by the
the
day.
thing that is this the thing that pisses me off about like us waiting, bro. There's teams that have better assets than us. The Knicks have
We
way better
missing this shit,
assets.
man.
The fucking Spurs have better assets. OKC, think about this. OKC can go out and get anybody the fuck they want. Like, and you're sitting up here telling me, yeah, we're gonna wait till the summer to go all these people. Man, look,
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen for sure. Anything can happen.
Niggas, yeah, and niggas complain about Rui minutes, bro. Kuzma never started and averaged way more, averaged 13 points a game at the
Listen,
Yeah,
lowest
bro.
as a Laker. Never
his
started
Bro,
floor
ever.
is not even close. His floor is not even
Yeah,
close.
it's not
It's not
bro,
even
even.
close.
Zay, the excuse right now for Rui not playing well is because he had less minutes than Torian Prince.
Like, come on, bro.
Like,
Kuzma
what are
was
we
the
doing,
minutes
bro?
was inconsistent as fuck
It's
every year.
stupid as
When
fuck. Hey,
LeBron
Duke
came,
Nation,
like,
we appreciate it. We're gonna keep it moving, trying to get out of here.
and you know, Genie's down for that.
Walt, we appreciate you waiting, dog. Your take on the Lakers loss today
Wow.
and where they're headed, bro. Appreciate you
Wow.
waiting
We get Kuzma back. Genie front row every game.
every single game with NLE Chopper.
Bro.
A little bit. Maybe disconnect from Bluetooth or just get close to the mic. I think it'll be better. It's a little staticky. But go ahead. Hello?
Wall.
Pyro? I can't hear anything.
Yeah, we can't hear
Pyro?
you right now, Wall.
Well, we can't hear you right now. Maybe try again real quick.
Y'all can hear me now?
Draymond
Yeah,
Green.
Chev,
Yeah,
you
we
about
we
to
got you.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
close?
we
ahead.
can
You
hear you.
about to
Hey,
close
what's up,
service?
dog?
Yeah, I'm gonna close this
Bring
soon, bro.
me up, man.
Go ahead. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Chev don't play that shit.
Man, I mean, I figured, without having our wings, bro, we we was gonna be in for a struggle. So I was kind of 50-50 going into the game, and it played out how I figured it was gonna play out, man. I don't know what was going on with Max Christie as far as why he didn't play much. But I mean, it's Darvin Ham we talking about, so go figure. LeBron showed up. AD didn't have a good game. The rest of the role guys, they were shaky too. Dinwiddie was shaky. Y'all pretty much done said everything. But I just wanted to piggyback off of what y'all was talking about with like transactions, trades, and the front office just in general, bro. Man, so many of both like the minute and like major things they've just been sleep at the wheel on, dog. It's ridiculous, bro. Like think about it. This is a trade that what I'm saying ain't that big of a deal when it comes to like the player because he ain't even in the league no more. But think about that trade with Stanley Johnson, right? You got Pat Bev. You got Stanley Johnson for free out of the G League. And he gave you, all these things that you seem to be searching for with these wings. Um, Not a great shooter, solid shooter, but gave you hustle, rebounded, can defend, 1 through 5 in some situations. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're gonna get from him on the effort end. Again, so many of these things they looking for with all these wings and stuff. And you trade him for Pat Bev, who you then flip from Obama, who you then just let walk when you had that money and that asset to attach to whatever to possibly make like a trade, like a $10 million deal in the summertime that's expiring, bro. That's a big chip to just let expire, ultimately. And even if you weren't gonna move him and you knew you weren't gonna move him, you probably should have retained him, knowing you weren't gonna have no front court depth. Even though I don't know what Mo Bamba doing this year, but it's the principle of all of it. And then with the rush trade, what really pissed me off about that is, like I said, attaching all that stuff to it and the cost, the opportunity cost of missing out on all these other guys we done seen get traded from Team Dame, CJ McCollum. Who else got traded in that time span? I can't really think of a
Harden
player. Harden. Um,
twice.
so many players that got traded that would have slotted in perfectly in that third slot had they just been patient. Like, bro, a drunk wino fool would tell you that is a terrible trade to make. You don't make that trade because once you make that trade, it ain't no going back. That shit can set you back for years, which it pretty much has. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's gonna happen with LeBron, but as you can see, he ain't getting no younger and he ain't getting no healthier. AD, the same thing. And it's gonna come down to one or two things. And I'm gonna land my plane. And I guess three things. Either they get Donovan Mitchell or Trey Young, or Jeannie sell the team. If two of them things don't happen, understand the Lakers won't win the championship no time soon. I want you to hear me again. If one of them three things don't happen, they won't win it. Well, they won't be close to winning the championship. They definitely won't win one. If one of them three things don't happen this summer. So I hate to be, dark like that. I'm gonna still support the team. I just love basketball, man. I love the Lakers, but the way they fumbled this whole era, bro, to have LeBron and get gifted AD and to come out of it with one championship and pretty much being in the play in or out of the playoffs after that, man, Jeannie, from all accounts, one of the nicest people in the business, from what I know. But all that fuss and shit they was making about Jim Bus, I don't want to hear none of that, man. That because the this thing a little worse because they got gifted LeBron and AD. At least I knew like when Jim Bus, towards the end when Kobe, what I'm saying, Achilles blew out and stuff. I knew it was just gonna be rough. They was gonna have to tank and all that stuff. But now this right here, that shit hurt 10 times worse, bro. Just from a loving the game perspective, because you can just see them do stuff that anybody with common basketball sense would not do, and I just don't get it, bro. I appreciate y'all for bringing me up, man. I ain't mean to talk so long. I know y'all
No, you
cut me
good,
off.
bro.
Hey, you good, bro? You said a lot
Well,
of
we
great shit
appreciate,
too, bro.
yeah, and you always good peoples, bro. Appreciate the all the work on the TL
The
you do, bro.
and
We pulling
and
you in there.
bro, that's the thing. Like nobody hate. Like, well, I don't want to say nobody. I don't hate Jeannie Buss, right? Like I don't
I
think
don't hate
Jeannie's
Genie
a
Bus.
terrible person. Like I think Jeannie's awesome, bro. Like and I think one of the things that's underrated about Jeannie is just the relationship she's been able to cultivate with a guy like LeBron James. Probably LeBron James' favorite owner. Like, if I'm being totally honest. Jeannie Buss probably LeBron James' favorite owner. That means something to somebody. But
A lot
regardless,
of bad company.
but regardless, like for me, it's just
Crazy.
like you said, like obviously we finna watch the games and shit, but like that shit hurts, bro. Like we're watching this era of basketball where we're like thinking, bro, we're about to be contending for titles for the next 5, 6, 7 years, and like we kind of get been shit in the bed, like
Like,
on the
nah, not
margins,
happening.
big swings, and everything. It's just like, damn, bro, like that shit
Hey, Rome, you know we
sucks.
should have knew something was up. And again, I respect and love Jeannie. I'm not attacking her personally, but you know I
You
gotta
love her for
when
real?
it I'm not like that, bro.
Yeah,
Look,
you do some cheese on it.
look when you but seriously though, man, when it come to basketball and you not getting it done, I'm gonna criticize you. We should have knew something was up, bro. When in year one, and I tweeted it, she signed off on them bringing in Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson. She let
Mm.
Magic and Rob bring that to her desk and said, "Yeah, that's fine. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. We
Hey,
should have
so
known we was gonna be in for a long ride then, bro."
I forgot about that Michael
Walt
Beasley shit.
Walt was talking about like all this movement, right? I just looked, bro. So besides San Antonio, us, and it was Detroit, and I think Charlotte. I think those are the four teams who have not made a significant upgrade to their team at like just in this era of just basketball period, like since 2018 on. We're the only like in that group of teams. That's the only teams who have not made a move to upgrade their team. Go look at all those teams and look at all the moves that they've made. I can literally go through the list. We're the only team who have not upgraded at all. We've
This
literally
is crazy.
we've kept the two stars together and not like we brought in Russ, but other than that, we have not done shit. Other than that, every other team has done something. Literally every single
It's
one.
crazy.
Lakers
It's
literally
crazy.
had a chance to make probably one of the best trades in franchise history 2, 3 weeks ago, and we decided that it wasn't worth it. I'm sorry, bro. Anybody that tells me that Austin Reeves for DeJounte fucking Murray is a bad trade for the Lakers, I'm sorry, bro. I just
I can't
I,
talk ball with you, bro.
Wrong,
I'm sorry,
you
bro.
know the
I'm
you know
sorry. Like there's just no way. This nigga would be the best player LeBron and AD have had on their team since they've been teammates.
you know the crazy part, long
What?
about them
Not even
holding picks.
close.
The crazy part about them holding picks and stuff is it's kind of null and void to me because they get they can find undrafted and late round guys better than anybody in the league,
That's what I'm
and they don't
saying.
draft well in the first round, and at
These
least from
niggas
what I can
suck
remember.
at first round drafting.
So
We just saw it this. We saw
Jesus.
it this
yeah,
year.
so all that we want to hold a pick.
You think they really suck at it, or they just overthink it a little bit too much because they think
Yeah,
they that
yeah, and
They
as a
overthought
result,
this
they
one.
suck.
because that
And then
They
I was about to say
they
that
had
means you suck.
way too much pizzazz
Yeah,
on that
right.
shit
At
to
least it
skip
sucks for
on
sure.
three niggas that was right there in their face who was jumping off their screen the whole motherfucking. It just don't make sense, bro. It
Cam
don't make
Shout out
Whitmore.
to
sense.
We
I'm
Tapped
sorry.
In for alerting me, bro. DeJounte Murray in 30 minutes, 25, 10, and 9.
Oh, I know.
The
Trust
game
me.
not even over yet.
I
Oh
know. And
my
we're not even.
god!
We're not even into the fourth quarter. This nigga got a triple double
Hey, every
on 25
But
productive.
You
points,
guys
niggas
need to
don't
and
relax.
believe.
beating the fuck out of the Magic without Trey Young. By the way, like what the fuck?
You guys need
And
to
I
chill, bro.
betted
You
the
guys
Magic
aren't
to
true
win that.
fans.
How foolish am I?
Austin Reeves has a golf TikTok page. You guys need to be more supportive, okay? Like focus on the guys that
And
are
make sure you
simply
cop
put.
his fucking shoes since y'all like him
Like,
so much.
like niggas actually said trading Dejounte for Austin Reeves was a marginal move, bro. This nigga, how is trading for a fucking all-star level player? How is that a fucking marginal move when you're trading him for a fucking role player that's up and down? For an up and down role player. How is that like the fact that we all galaxy brained it too? I don't even want to say we all because a lot of us didn't.
Don't
But like
say we.
I don't want to say we, but like a lot of niggas galaxy brained that move. But I remember there was a night where me and Zay were on playback, like with chat. Shout out to playback coaches then. And we were just thinking of just the idea of like, yo, what if the Lakers got Bruce Brown and DeJounte? Like we were talking about shit like that, and it's like, bro, we're talking about guys that like, dude, this is how you win championships, bro. Bro, I just watched the Suns essentially fuck their entire roster flexibility and salary cap up for Bradley fucking Beal, and we couldn't try and go get DeJounte Murray like that. That will never. That might be one of the worst what ifs that Laker fans are just gonna act like didn't happen this year. We passed up on a nigga of his caliber for a role player that we're sitting here begging to just show up night to night.
Crazy.
It's fucking
It's kind of
crazy.
nuts. Really depressing. Well, we appreciate it, dog. We got to keep it moving. I'm going to go to Cash Cal. He's been waiting for a minute, dog. Thanks for waiting. Your thoughts on the Lakers?
You so
anything?
ready to go.
I was about
Yeah,
to
I'm,
say,
I'm
you
done.
could tell, bro. You
I'm,
could tell you
I'm
ready to
sorry.
go.
I'm so ready to go.
God
I
damn,
haven't
boy.
eaten today. I haven't eaten all day today. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
you
6 o'clock
hangry.
here. But no, Cash Cal, appreciate you waiting, dog. Your take on the Laker game. And welcome to the den, bro. Go ahead.
What's the deal, gang?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it short. Darvin, at this point, there's not much else you can do. He's just gonna do the same things every game, and there's not much else that's gonna happen. Maybe the front office will make a couple things. Maybe they'll say, "Hey, play this person more, play him less." But at the end of the day, it's his team. He's gonna do whatever he wants, and it's not anything that we want him to do. And really, no one's really brought it up yet, which is weird. But when you think about it, when we get to the play, if we get to the playoffs, what's really going to be waiting for us? Because Braun, you saw how he sat at the end of the game. His ankle's cooked. AD's been on the injury report for like 2 months. Braun, same with like the same injury for the last month. Vandal's still out. We don't even know if he's coming back. I don't even know if Gabe Vincent's on the team anymore. What's his name? Christie's back, but Reddish, he's still hurt too. I know he's healthy. He's just not playing. Um, And then the schedule is so bad up until April. It's just contender after contender for the next month with the Wizards in there. And honestly, it's so bleak right now. It's like, what are we even doing? You know?
No, 100%. Yeah, bro. I don't even know where to go every which way for this. It's just exhausting, and it's just sad to see like everyone come in here and share different sentiments why they're frustrated with this team. And so it sucks to hear about it. And
It also
we'll see.
sucks that AD is like the face of it right now too, because like AD's
Yeah,
been so fucking good this year, but he was so ass today, bro. Like he literally lost us a
yeah.
game, and so
Ooh.
it sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks, bro.
Cash Cow, do you want anything to add before we move on?
He just mentioned it, but this brings me to another thing. Watching that game today on defense, it's like they're playing with five minds that just don't talk. Like the
Yeah,
rotations. I don't even know what scheme they're running. I don't know if that was a zone or
right.
switch everything, but yeah, D'Lo sagging off in the corner on his man is like wide open. You got Reeves doing I don't know what he's doing. Prince is kind of just chasing everybody. He's never in front of his man. I'm not even stressed about that anymore. And if I can see Braun and AD kind of trying to rally the defense, but honestly, you have all these different people coming in and nobody talks. Your best defender sits on the bench for 48 minutes a game. Uh, Without Vando, you got Prince, you got Rui, who plays like he's an idiot sometimes on D. Like he just kind of falls asleep and then the pass hits his corner, open three, bang. Allen runs around on screens, open three, bang. And honestly, it's just gonna be like that for the rest of the season because it's been that way since day one against opening night Denver. Like we all remember that, and the same issues are just popping up relentlessly. No adjustments, no nothing. Just play and see what happens. And that's really all we've been watching with the Lakers.
Yeah, pretty sad. Cash Cow, we appreciate it, dog. We're gonna keep it moving.
No problem.
Our homie Keats, in the space, bro. Your take on the lost dog and how you feel about this team moving forward. G, go ahead.
What's poppin', bro? Appreciate y'all letting me up. I think I'll just talk about it some quickly that I don't think anybody's touched on yet. But we 60 games into the season, and it's like, what is this team's identity? I have no fucking clue. Like, um, we're playing games in the 120s and 130s now, and like I just don't feel like that meshes with what a LeBron and AD type of team is. Like earlier in the season when we was playing our best ball when we won the in-season tournament, we're holding teams to like low 100s,
Yep.
winning games that way, winning games with our defense, and now it's like we buying into playing our five best players, but three of those guys are negatives on defense, and then LeBron's when he's not locked in, sometimes he's not going to be playing a lot of defense either. But we know what LeBron can do. But
Yeah,
that's just what's frustrating me. Like I'm still not sure what the identity of the team is. I mean, so far removed from 2020 when they won the title and when it was, they had a bunch of two-way guys, pretty much everybody that played in the bubble. If they could contribute on the defensive end, they could, sit in a chair and stay in front of guys. And so that's what's really frustrating to me, especially because, you're giving three guys, the untouchables, D'Lo, AR, and Rui, you're giving them such heavy minutes, and if they're not hitting shots, they're not doing anything for you. Like they're just kind of out there floating.
Period.
And they're not staying in front of anybody. And so, if you're going to be playing those guys that many minutes, you have to win playing in the 120s and 130s. And I just don't think that's a sustainable method. Is that in order for us to win, we have to get consistent contributions from those three guys. And we've had a big enough sample size now to know that we're probably not going to get consistent contributions from those guys on a night in, night out basis. So that's just my main takeaway, is that the shift in the philosophy from what we were at the beginning of the season, where we're going to lean into our defense, and I think that's been the most successful formula in the Bron AD era, is relying on our defense and slowing the pace down. But obviously they like Bron AD like to get in transition, but playing in the low 100s and sometimes the 110s, whatnot. But I just don't think like the 120s, 130s type of games that we've been playing a lot lately, even though we do have some wins. I just think that it's just like that's just not the formula that's going to lead to success for this team. So that's just my main takeaway, is that it's frustrating that there's only 20 games left in the season and we don't have an identity still. So that's just not the makings of a team that's going to be a contender. As much as that sucks to say.
At all. Keith, we really appreciate it per usual, bro. Yeah, man, it's funny because the identity point is what I was kind of harping on at the beginning of the season. I remember us losing to Denver opening night, and that was the first point I made, like my first takeaway in that game one of the season was like, what is our identity? And everyone was like, oh, no, like you got to give it time. This is a new team. They play together. And I just saw them all preseason. I was like, I don't buy that excuse. And you just brought it up. It's game 60. And this team still has no idea who they want to be. And the thing that frustrates me the most, because I was getting upset while you were talking, Keith, because you were spitting facts. You just heard the post game today, D'Angelo Russell, or whoever said it, we're a team that lives at the line. Somebody said it on the team. We're a team that lives at the line.
I think
So,
AD
8
said
free
it.
throws. Yeah, AD. We're a team that lives on the line, all this type of stuff. D'Angelo Russell talking about we got to help AD on the glass. Bro, like, if we're this type of team, we live at the free throw line. We're about cleaning up the glass and being, a dirty work team on the glass. If that's our identity, we trying to be. Why aren't you doing that? Like, you've had 60 games to do so, and there's no makings of wanting to do that. You said we as a collective got to help AD on the glass. He's been leading the league in rebounding, and it's never enough. I've been saying the rebounding has been a point of contention all season long. We are 21st out of 30 in rebounds per game and total rebounds. Like, that's never been cleaned up whatsoever. The closest thing I ever saw us get to an identity was actually the finals, the IST finals, with that Pacer game. And then I know we only made 2 or 4 threes that game, but I genuinely thought, like, okay, this is who the team wants to lean into and wants to be. And the fact that you didn't do anything on the trade deadline doesn't do you any favors either, because you have the same guys, because you're obsessed with continuity. This continuity point has had no establishment of anything. What have you continued on from last season, from your identity? There's no grit. There's no grind. There's lapses on the perimeter defensively all the time that lead to just terrible mistakes. There's low effort from your point guard on defense the majority of the time. And this is not the identity that made the Western Conference Finals. So it just really shitty, and it really like triggers me to watch the low effort, the lack of identity, like you just said, and then to back it up with horse shit in the media with comments like that, like saying, "Oh, we got to try to be this. We're usually like this," when you haven't done that for 60 fucking games. So I'm just really fed up, obviously, and it's just more bullshit, and I don't know where it's gonna end. So
I mean, they came out tonight, and AR's on Booker and Rui's on KD,
right.
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like,
Right.
This is gonna be a long night.
And then they're
And
just
even
like
though
trapping them at
Booker and
half court,
KD
bro.
didn't get off, you have to send so much attention their way, because you can't rely on anybody to, even put up a semblance of, a fight on a one-on-one matchup with either of those guys. So you're over helping, you're over committing to those guys
Constantly.
and you're giving the leading 3-point shooter in the league wide open corner threes,
Wait,
wide
but Keith,
open threes.
but the problem though is like this has been a thing. Like,
Yeah.
dude, how many times when we play Jokic, when we play Luka, when we play these like premier playmakers, bro, Book and KD aren't even those type of players. And like when you just put all of your attention on trying to stop them and get them off the ball, like it's just simple math, bro. It's a numbers game now. Like now,
Right. I think it's just like you have to pick and choose when you're going to use a trap like that. You have to be aware of who the other guys in the court are. Like, for example, when it worked against the Knicks, like that one game when we were in the Garden, it worked
yeah.
because they have Precious Achua out there, Josh Hart out there, and like another bum. Like the only other threat on the court is DiVincenzo besides Brunson. So it's like, okay, you can get away with trapping the main guy because, you're not really worried about the other guys getting, open spot up threes or things like that. But when you're playing a team that like the Suns that has the leading 3-point shooter in the league, Royce O'Neal's hitting shots, and he's a threat from 3-point
They can
range.
buy for 45 tonight.
Exactly. So it's just that's just what's frustrating is not understanding like who you're playing against and what the other guys are capable. You're just gonna decide every night the star is not gonna beat us, but that is only a viable formula if the other guys that are playing with that star player are just not capable of hurting you. But as we saw tonight, the other guys fucked us up.
Hey, Keith,
It's
can
just
I add to
sometimes.
can I add to that real quick? And I'm so sorry, bro.
No, go ahead.
Nah,
We
do your
said
thing, bro.
that after the Denver game. I remember we sat in spaces and we kept saying, "Why does Darvin have this game plan to where he wants to double the stars and let the role players beat us?" We've been, bro. How
All
do
season.
we see? How do we see it? And they're sitting in film, literally watching them not stop, to literally double the stars and get
Bro,
killed.
we lost a game, and they did this against Memphis. The Memphis fucking we did this against the Grizzlies. Try to fucking take these niggas off the ball, and then you lose to niggas like Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart just fucking gives you like 8 threes, and you lose a game. Bro, you know how many games we've lost with that game plan? It's fucking unreal that we just keep
SGA,
going
Embiid.
back to it,
And
dude. Like,
the problem
great.
the problem for me is that you're doubling, and then the guys that you're having in rotation are slow as fuck. You have Rui
Yeah.
Hachimura trying to chase guys off, run guys off the line. You have D'Angelo Russell trying to scramble in rotation. Like these guys are not going to be extra effort guys running guys off the line, closing out, and being able to stay in front of somebody on the help side. Like you're just like I don't know, just not putting the
Key,
teams in.
I'm very appreciative of D'Angelo Russell's start to 2024 statistically. Watching him attempt to scramble on defense takes years out of my life, bro. Like his feet on defense are in quicksand at all time.
I saw Grayson take him off the bounce like multiple times tonight.
Bro, every loose ball, every deflection, bro, it's like this dude cannot get it. It's like his hand is like a step behind, his feet are like too slow. Not a single deflection. I don't think D'Angelo Russell has won this season off a loose ball. And it's just like, I mean, the eye test shows you on the film he's trying, but it's just like never not enough. And it's just
It's
so
just the
frustrating.
physical limitation of it. Yeah, it's not
Yes,
even
bro.
about effort. It's not even effort. It's just like
Yeah, bro.
the physically limited player, like especially on that defense end. Yeah,
fucking
it's
terrible.
bad, bro.
And then like,
Go ahead,
and then like
T-Boss.
everybody watched that playoff series last year when Denver played against Phoenix. They knew that they didn't have the fucking rotation power or whatever. So what they did is literally say, you know what, Devin Booker, you can score 60. We're just gonna guard everything else. And literally Kevin Durant and fucking Devin Booker played 2-on-5, and you saw Denver just say, you know what, we're just gonna outscore you. So I don't understand why Darvin and like I said, I don't mind if a star is gonna go for 50. Like that's what a star does. But for you to just keep giving niggas wide open shots, like they're in the NBA, like they didn't make it to the NBA not hitting wide open shots. Grayson Allen's always been a great shooter. He was a great shooter at Duke. Like he was an amazing shooter. Like I don't understand what game plans he come up with, and it's been all season, and they continue to stick with this nigga. I don't understand what they're watching from upstairs. I don't know. I really don't.
We've lost to Luka because of that defensive game plan. We lost to Embiid because of that defensive game plan, and we lost to SGA because of that exact
and Jokic.
defensive
Don't
game
forget
plan.
Jokic too.
And Nikola Jokic because of the exact game plan. So
No
that's just somewhat of a streak right there. We appreciate it, Key, as always. Always great to hear your insight, bro. We're gonna keep it moving. Darion Knight, bro. Appreciate you waiting, dog. Your thoughts on the Laker game, bro. We'll probably close with you. Go ahead.
Thank you, thank you. This is crazy. Because now they got 51 rebounds. The Phoenix got 51 rebounds, and the Lakers got 34. Now I'm like, okay, we got Colin Caston. Well, it's a two-way center that we got. That's a rookie. But it was told that he was hurt. So I'm like, okay, you can't start Hayes at the 5 and put 80 at the 4. So I'm like, okay, you're going to have Hayes to come off the bench. But Hayes only get 5 minutes. You can't really do much in 5 minutes. And seemed like they was going to lose the game. AD got 14 rebounds. That's good enough. Braun got 7. If Braun was at the 3, it'd be much better. But him being at the 4, that's not going to be good enough. And Hayes should get more minutes. But I feel like Darvin Ham coaching has been absolutely terrible. And we did pretty good offensively. We shot better from the field than the Suns. And we shot better from 3 than them. We had a couple less assists. But that's okay. But we could have had a better defensively game and a better game plan. But Darvin Ham coaching was just horrible. Like it was just very, very, very horrible.
Yeah, I think this was definitely a Darvin game for sure. Like Darvin, I don't, and it
100%.
sucks because like I think we focused on all the players, right? Like we talked about everyone and what they didn't do, but Darvin, man,
Including Rob.
we talk about I mean, Keith just kind of went into full detail about how it's just not a viable option to trap every single possession for 48 minutes of a game. So I definitely thought this was a Darvin game where he was awful.
Yeah, completely agree.
And
But
then there was what's crazy is like then you get Max Christie only 5 minutes. Max Christie, the minutes that he got, them 5 minutes he came in, we got it to a 2-possession game. And then he got out when he didn't get back in. And he changed the game within 5 minutes. And it's like it's crazy. And you give Taurean Prince all these minutes. Yeah, Taurean Prince can score and he's an okay defender, but him having to guard the best player on the floor, that's not gonna be good enough. And when he gets streaky, that's not gonna be good enough. He gotta be very, very consistent on offense. Even Rui, even Austin Reeves and D'Lo, because them hustling, trying to get rebounds and stuff is we got other players to do that, but Darvin Ham is not exploding them and not using them right. And now players hurt. Now we got to figure out, what to do next.
1,000%. Figure out what to do next is mind killer, dude. I don't even know where the fuck we go
Hey,
from here, dog.
one more thing. The most frustrating part is I'm looking at the scores. Like Dallas lost, Pelicans are about to lose, Golden State might lose.
Yeah,
like
took
this was a
advantage.
golden
This was
opportunity.
such a
Golden,
good day to win, bro. Oh my god, because it would have been every team around you would have lost.
Yep.
Crazy,
And then the Kings and Clippers face off in an hour. So Kings probably lose that one. They're not favored in
like
that one. So Kings would have
now the
slid down.
Suns winning, low key is gonna help them separate from the Pelicans now. So now, like they're going higher up with that. Man, this is a bad loss.
It's just nuts. But yeah, hey, we appreciate it from everyone, bro. Kind of a long space. Really, everyone just kind of got their frustrations out. Kind of goes to show what like my sentiments kind of were, where the losses are gonna hurt really this bad, and the win we all just expect to win the rest of the way because we have to, right? So kind of in the mood of the spaces last few go rounds where it's like, all right, we won, kind of on to the next. But when we lose, like it kind of sets us back just because of the predicament we're in. So could definitely tell that by how long this tonight's space went. Couldn't get the dub. Obviously, lose to Phoenix by 10. Got a couple days off to regroup and take on the LA Clippers for the 3rd seed right now. So Lakers got a lot of. That's a little much, but I was gonna say soul searching to do, but they got to figure some things out for sure. I think we fought a 31-27 on the season, still in 10th place as we speak before his Warrior games wraps up. So they got to keep climbing. I don't know where they go from here. I'm pretty frustrated myself, to be honest. Kind of speechless too, and trying to figure this whole team out. But yeah, appreciate everyone for the support. Everyone who stayed. Literally 200 of y'all still 3 hours in, so it means a lot to us. But take a couple of days off, get back at it at the Clippers Wednesday. You guys got anything, Zay?
Nah, man. Shout out to the women of the space, man.
Absolutely.
Niggas owe Coach Don an apology.
My only thing is
that's true, Lucky.
Should have been a Laker, and him not being a Laker is gonna be one of those things that's not gonna be talked about enough in Laker history, but it should have happened. That's all I'm at.
100%. Tough go at it. Sorry we can get the win, but yeah, we'll catch you guys Wednesday and try to regroup. But everyone have a good Sunday, and as always, go Lake Show.